Good evening and welcome to Game Day Live. Not preview.
Not preview.
Not preview. We've got a full evening of Champions League action tonight. Joining us is Kennedy. I love that you come in the City shirt.
Well, do you know what? Big up to the guy who was just walking through Finsbury Park. And I had my headphones in. I thought, who's this creep now trying to chat to me? And he actually was like, go on, tell them, let them know, Man City. And I thought, that's cute.
Was he
Was he
English?
English? Bloody hell. See, up north they talk with English.
I mean, was he from London?
He was from London, yeah. So maybe he was a Tottenham fan.
Yeah.
But I like the vibe.
Yeah.
It's got me in good spirits.
That's good. We've got a big night ahead. Flex, welcome.
Thanks for having me. I just want to see a good game. I want to be entertained. I'm a thoroughbred neutral in this. Obviously.
Are you neutral?
Yeah, I could say that I don't want Man City to win the league as a Man United fan, of course.
Do you want them to win the Champions League?
Sorry, the Champions League. I want them to win the Champions League as a Man United fan. I don't want them to ever do it. But I'm not really... right now, I just want to see a good game. I want that to be later on, like when it gets to the semi-final.
Would you rather City win the Champions League or the Premier League?
Prem?
Nice
They've never won the Champions League.
Nice.
You
So.
don't want us to have that, do you?
Yeah, exactly. But I don't really want them to win the Premier League, to be fair, for Arsenal to win it. So, yeah.
You prefer Arsenal?
He's weird. He's a weird guy.
What? I support Man United.
Oh, sorry.
I support Tottenham.
I keep thinking you're a Tottenham fan.
You know what I mean?
I think, you know what? I think it's the London. I think the London accent's throwing me off. I think that's what it is.
You know what I mean? That biggest club in the world, fans from all over.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. But usually United fans are from London.
That's true. That is true.
Hello, Laurie.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. On a bit of a scouting mission tonight, possibly.
Oh,
Who
Who are you scouting?
Who are you trying to get?
Looking at City.
Oh, just as what? You don't know they're wicked, or you're trying to see what see if they're any good. See what they're about.
No, I mean, listen, I do like the Champions League nights. I covered a few for DR Sports. Looking forward to this game. Nice to be in such exalted company.
Thanks, man.
You know what I mean?
don't make us blush.
No, but
I appreciate that.
So I'm here to enjoy the game, but I've got a little bit of a third eye on City.
Drop the T.
Yeah.
Just City.
City.
All right, yeah, there you go.
Sit.
I must say, I'm one of those fans that, as much as I love Arsenal Football Club, I love football just as much.
I hear you.
So I appreciate good football. And tonight, two excellent teams. I mean, was it? I don't know if it was myself and you, but I was on the last DR Sports when Bayern put PSG out.
Yeah.
And they were very impressive. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to see what takes place tonight.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of conversation about Manchester City tonight and what's going to be happening in the coming weeks. But shall we have a look at the lineups first and foremost?
Let's have it.
Let's see if we can get them up on your screens. So City have gone with a 3-2-4-1 formation. It's Edison in goal, Ake, Diaz, Akanji, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne.
Pep's going to be pepping, isn't it?
He's tinkering.
Yeah, I think Stones does find himself in central midfield quite a lot. Haaland obviously will play up front, but it's going to be a very fluid formation from Man City.
Very interesting looking at that. Bayern have opted for a 4-1-4-1. They've gone Sommer in goal, Pavard, Upamecano, De Ligt, Davis, Kimmich, Sane, Goretzka, Musiala, Coman and Gnabry. So, again, a lovely looking team.
Gnabry up front.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, some interesting formations going on.
Mane on the bench as well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Cancelo against his old team on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, Cancelo hasn't really featured that much with him.
It's interesting because he had a couple of good moments as well where he was doing all right for Bayern Munich, but interesting that he doesn't start on his return to the Etihad.
How do you feel about that, Kennedy, with the whole Cancelo thing? Were you surprised?
I said, actually, that I didn't think that he was really living up to the standard that I expected him to, and everyone disagreed. But I don't think he's been a loss. Do you?
Yeah, well, you haven't got someone as good on the ball as him at right back who does what he does. But in true Pep style, if you don't want to be with me, see you later. I'll find a different way. Play John Stones right back, and then he goes into central midfield.
It's odd when you think about how important and integral he's been to your side in the last kind of, well, especially last season. It's very odd, just like the fallout of it.
Yeah, but I feel like that is, like you just said, it's the Pep way, innit? You haven't got time for games. We're not United begging Ronaldo and all that. Do you know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah, you was begging him before we did.
Come on.
I mean, he wanted him before we did.
Yeah, I think Pep showed his ruthlessness there.
He don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jokes
The minute
aside,
he started running his mouth, he was gone
that's it.
without no apology out.
To be fair, more managers should probably be like that.
Yeah,
He
for
don't
sure.
care. Yeah.
'Cause it does it. You know what? One player just brings down the whole vibe. You know, it's like energy is a real thing, and you can tell even when one person's having like maybe personal issues or like stuff going on at home, it affects the performance. So
Am I right in thinking that Pep, I mean, listen, it's an outsider looking in, so
on.
correct me if I'm wrong,
Oh.
but he comes across as quite aloof from the players. He looks like one of those guys who don't get involved in banter and all that type of stuff. He's there,
yeah,
players are there,
yeah,
and he keeps that distance.
And they all
so that
understand it.
When he needs to make certain decisions,
yeah.
there ain't no friending, you're gone.
That's it.
I
Yeah,
don't-
Am
he
I
said
right
it.
thinking that?
He said that. Yeah, he said it about when they was asking him about Arteta and like how he left and stuff like that. And he said, "Listen, when Mikel came to me and said, you know, I want to go and do that, no problem. Like if you don't want to, you know what he's like. If you don't want to be with me, not on like a hating thing, just like if you don't want to be with me, then
Reminds me
off
of
you go.
some of my ex-girlfriends.
And see you later. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to beg you.
It's true.
Obviously,
Yeah.
he's been a great left back as well, Cancelo. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, can play on the other side, but he was fantastic to the point where you thought, wow, like, you know, one of the best attacking fullbacks in Europe, if not the, for a period. Goals galore, assists galore. You might question his defending sometimes, but you know, being able to play
Look
it both.
at the way he handled Sterling, and Sterling was one of your better players, I would argue.
I think
When it
it's-
came time for Sterling to go, it was, you know what I mean?
And Jesus, and
And
Zinchenko.
yeah,
It's the same thing.
Everyone all at once, just take everything, take the shirt off my back while you're in.
Give Arsenal, have
Do you know what I mean?
have a title race of Arsenal now. 'Cause give them
Well,
them.
I think is that what Pep did? Maybe he just thought, you know what, let's
didn't
just
wanna be there.
make it a bit more exciting. Let's mix
I wish
this
he
up.
hadn't.
But
We're bored of going toe-to-toe with Liverpool. Let's go. Let's go.
yeah, let's
So, I
switch
mean,
and
mix
see
it
what
up.
A
happens.
little bit annoying though.
But it's hard to give, honestly, I personally feel like it's hard as a City fan to give your opinion on players going on transfers and getting sold and whatever, because a lot of it doesn't stop the progress. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I felt it when Jesus went and Zinchenko, just because of the energy, as we were saying
Yeah.
before. Not necessarily that we've got no one else to replace them, but it's a tricky one. We've just got so much talent, and I don't mean that in an arrogant way whatsoever.
No, you
It's
do.
just
It's lucky. I mean, any team would want to have literally two
yeah.
incredible A and B teams on both sides that can compete on
Yeah.
two fronts. And that is why we are talking about Manchester City potentially
see Haaland,
winning a Champions League. So looking ahead to tonight, Flex, this is a huge test for them.
Massive. Not one that Man City will be scared of. Not one that they haven't faced in the Champions League before.
Yeah.
They've consistently been getting to the semi-final, playing the big teams, playing against Real Madrid, playing against PSG. Now it's not something that they'll be scared of, but this is a big level of opposition, you know. And actually, with Thomas Tuchel now being there, it's very interesting to see how this
It
plays
is.
out, because obviously he got the better of you guys in the final with Chelsea.
That's
And-
what I love about this game. It's got,
yeah,
like you
it's
said,
got
the
some little
subplots.
So much
subplots
going
there.
on in
Subplots going on.
I think it's going to be a really interesting game. And this kid here that they're showing, Musiala, he is something.
Remember him in the World Cup?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
brilliant for
I think we
Germany.
need to see some ID because he's only 10.
Yeah, exactly. He looks as old as Foden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But he's an unbelievable player, and they're going to have to keep him quiet, Man City.
Oh, God, it's
If
scary.
they want to get, the win today. Coman on the break, electric, rapid. Sane, Gnabry up front, Mane to come off the bench, Kimmich in midfield. This is what the Champions League is about. This, the top players going at it, and that's why, as a neutral, like I know what you're saying. If I take the rivalry aside, where I don't want Man City to win the Champions League and all that,
Yeah.
that's why I said I just want to be entertained. I want to see the best players
Yeah.
going at it.
Surprised Kyle Walker's not starting. I mean, you just listed all those players there with pace.
Yeah.
thought
Carl
that-
Walker's kind of fallen from grace a little bit with Pep, hasn't he?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think there's good reason for that. I think,
Was that 'cause
you
he's
know,
dropping his shorts at the
that's
bar?
exactly it. So,
I
you
think
know,
it's been-
Allegedly.
It's actually
Allegedly.
been more than just one
Yeah,
occasion. It's
it
been
is.
I think it's
Yeah.
a build-up.
it's
of
been a
multiple
string
errors.
of bad decisions, let's say. Yeah, so, I mean, he came on at Southampton the other day. There's a potential he might get subbed on today, but I think it's more of a...
So you think it's more that than
I do actually,
tactical
yeah,
stuff?
I do.
Yeah? Oh, right.
I do. I think it's a bit of both, but I think you have to show some sort of morals and standards as a manager, and I think, you know, let's just let the dust settle and see what actually comes of this situation before we start rubbing Kyle Walker in everyone's faces again, if that makes sense. So
That's interesting because, again, a lot of managers would have just said, look, put that behind him and he starts. But Pep, maybe it's because he has options as well.
yeah.
He's,
Yeah, don't get me wrong, if there was no one else, I'm sure we would have to make that decision, but whilst we do have other people, it's like...
Because he's still in the squad. It's not like he's not making the
he's not
matchday
been dropped
squads
from
and
the
that.
squad, but I don't
yeah.
think he needs that much airtime at the minute. I completely think he's an absolute turd for what he did, so...
That's a good way of putting it.
It was an interesting way of putting it.
Yeah.
But I think that he might be one that you see actually move on in the summer.
Yeah, I think he looks like he could be coming towards the end of that cycle. That aside of the off-field stuff, which Kennedy's talking about, which is absolutely right. It was ridiculous behaviour what we saw. But from a footballing,
You weren't there, were you?
well, we all saw the video, mate.
Listen,
Allegedly in the video,
you're getting your doodah out to someone that's not your wife.
But on a footballing thing, it's like Pep is just really good at understanding when players at the end of their cycle, whether that's the player getting a bit too big for their boots, who says, I'm not feeling this anymore, like the Sane situation.
Yeah.
Looked like he had the world at his feet, looked like
it.
he could really do it. Ferran Torres, same thing.
Yeah.
They wanted different things. Garcia, fine, see you later. Or whether it's, managing the player towards their expiry, where it's now time to change it. He's just brilliant at that, I think.
Knowing when to let go, guys.
Knowing
We
when
can
to
all
let
learn
go.
something from that.
We actually can.
Okay.
We really can. Right, let us read some of you super chats. Tina said Bayern will win this over 2 games because of European heritage. Yes, Haaland put 5 past Leipzig, but Bayern, the Champions League history.
I mean, we have played Bayern Munich in the Champions League. What was that, 2014-15, and we did beat them. I know it was only 3-2. It wasn't an absolute thrashing, but I'm holding on to it. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be confident.
Man City shouldn't be scared of anyone in Europe.
No.
Like, I know that's weird because they've never won it.
I think teams fear City the way that we look and fear someone like Bayern.
I don't think these, Champions League teams?
Yeah.
I don't think Champions League teams fear them. I
What,
just think
even
it's
with
level.
Even with Haaland, you don't think that they
Not
fear playing against
not the
Haaland?
word fear, no. I just think they just respect them as their big boy team. Like, Bayern Munich are a big boy team themselves. Big boy team, big players. And Thomas Tuchel's a big boy manager. They won't be scared of Haaland, but I think they'll be like, we're in for a game. Let's have it. Let's have it toe to toe.
Why
Just
do you
that
think
Champions
that is?
League.
Because there's no European heritage. Is that why?
A little bit about that. Maybe so. More so just because I think just the respect thing as opposed to fear.
All right, let me
I think that level of games
Yeah.
with the big teams, they're not scared of each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a scared thing. It's like this is the Champions League. We're playing against equal best. I mean, unless you're like Chelsea and you've got to face Real Madrid tomorrow, then you're scared.
That's my
There
thing.
are some inferiorities, but I don't think this one
If
is.
we're talking about European heritage, just as kind of that super chat said, if
Yeah.
you were a Bayern fan, let's say, would you rather face Manchester City or Chelsea? I know Chelsea are in a poor form at the moment, but based on European heritage,
I know, well,
Right
that's
now,
it,
you'd rather
isn't
face
it?
Chelsea, though. You'd rather face
It's a good
Chelsea.
question.
You would rather play
You'd
Chelsea,
still rather face Chelsea.
even though, they've
I
done
was
it
just
before.
thinking, Kennedy, on that. Got a question for you. Don't want you to preempt Abbi in any way. But if Pep doesn't win this year,
Oh,
again,
I've been asked this so many times. Go on.
will his reign be underpinned by the fact that they've never won the Champions League there? That's got to be the holy grail, isn't it? The fact that he's not won it, is he not really achieved everything he should have done at City?
Yeah, I think it's a tricky one because this literally falls down to each individual football fan's opinion, because some people will argue, no, he's done loads. He's done more than Alex Ferguson did in a shortest period of time.
Easy now.
I'm sorry, but he's quickly about to surpass what Ferguson did.
Well, I still
And
don't see any Champions League in
Wait.
If you're talking about completing the set.
Wait. In
Not
a
City.
In a shorter career. So, yes, the Champions League is absolutely vital to him, I'm sure, and it isn't vital to me. I still think he's a great manager. It doesn't make me look at him any differently if we don't win the Champions League. But absolutely, if you're the best, you've got to be the best, and you've got to have the best things. Do you know what I mean? That was a very long-winded answer, but we got there in the
I
end.
hear that because, there are some City fans that say unless he lifts that Champions League trophy, he cannot be considered up there with the likes of Fergie and people like that. But
No, I'm absolutely not saying that at this point in his career that he can be, but I'm saying in the length of career that he's had and what he's doing, I'm not just going to be like, you're wrote off now because...
how many years he got left on his contract?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he just signed a new one, didn't he? He's still going to be there.
Because I was thinking if he doesn't win it this year, could he move on?
No, he said he wants to stay. Remember they got the thing with the lawyers and all the charges and stuff.
he's not going
he was like, nah, just want to...
Let me stay safe.
Yeah, just want to stay and fight the case like we fought the other one. You know, pay a couple
Well, I
people
was
off.
going to say, is there anything you'd like to say back to Kennedy on that statement about Sir Alex?
Of course. Sir Alex has won it all at his football club. Won it all. Pep has not won it all at Manchester City.
No,
he's won it all
absolutely
in his whole career. Absolutely.
No, apologies if that came off arrogant. What I was trying to say was, in the time frame, it's not that far off in terms of achievements, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, look, listen, and what I will say, and begrudgingly as a Man United fan, which again, you just have to be honest, there's no point in just being tribal, not looking at the facts. His trajectory, if he was to stay at Manchester City for a good amount more time, he could end up winning countless Premier Leagues. If you say Pep just was, I'm just going to stay for the next 10 years and just keep, I can't see him doing that.
I don't think he'll do that.
Let's just say he did. Then he could start talking to Sir Alex in terms of Premier League legacy and stuff like that.
Who would you want after Pep?
Oh, I don't want anyone. I don't want this.
That's a really good conversation, actually. Like, who do you get to replace Pep Guardiola when the time comes?
Well, we'll just have Arteta back. Honestly, I actually just I don't want to think about it. It makes me feel sick to my stomach.
All right, let's read some more super chats. Raj says, to be honest, City have got so much talent because they are cheats.
I love this.
The Fox's Kyle said, thoughts on Dean Smith as Leicester manager?
Mate.
Odd.
Weird.
Very
Look,
odd.
I know there's the thing of like, who else are going to get at this time? I'm just... Dean Smith, Craig Shakespeare going back there as well, used to be assistant manager. John Terry.
Probably would have been better to just get Ranieri back if
Went
you were going to do that.
Do you know what I mean? He went to Norwich, sacked from there.
I think what this shows is that there was no succession planning.
No.
They sacked Rodgers and they didn't really have a plan B.
Well, I think we've seen that from a lot of Premier League clubs that have then gone and sacked their managers. Mine
They
being
pressed
one
the
as
panic
well.
button, didn't they? Let's be honest.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
No, but these
I
teams,
fear for Leicester. I think they could go.
these teams that are in a relegation battle, a lot of them have sacked their managers and they don't have a clue of what to do. So you're just bringing in anyone that's available.
Yeah, it's not
and
good.
Even if they would have brought in Jesse Marsh, I still don't think Jesse Marsh would have kept them up. I think if anything, I think maybe we should have just stuck with Rodgers.
Although, to be fair, I was one of those who was pretty dubious about reappointing Roy Hodgson. And look, that seems to work in the interim for Palace, so it could work.
Yeah, but Roy Hodgson and Dean Smith, they're quite different.
I'd be very surprised if Dean Smith starts getting a big tune out of them. But stranger things have happened, to be fair. I didn't think Roy Hodgson was going to do too particularly well. Got 2 wins on a bounce. So.
Yep. Lengen Sweet says Pep Guardiola said Walker can't invert. That's why Stones is playing alongside, and why change a winning team.
Pep literally said that the other day.
He did literally say that.
He's like, he can't do that role.
He can't do that role.
Can't do it.
M Raviator 4 said, as a City fan, Pep doesn't have to win the Champions League this year. He just signed an extension, so when people say he's a failure if he doesn't, it isn't fair. You're judging someone before the test is done.
Agreed.
And Pratish said, plus both our 3 Pete's had a Champions League. I didn't know what that meant.
Both what, sorry?
Again?
Both our 3 Pete's had a Champions League.
Our 3 Pete's
Yeah.
had a Champions League. Who said that? I
That's
don't know
from
what they mean.
Pretish.
Maybe they can clarify.
Raj said, Fergie, Wenger created legacies at their club. Pep got bankrolled by oil money, not even a close comparison.
The thing is with that, right? Look, Pep, yes, has always had money, has always had to have the best players, but the philosophy and the way that he's played the game and how he's transformed the game, he's a goat of a
And let
manager
me tell
already.
you
And I
this.
can say that as a Man United.
Let's
You
say
can't
that,
hate him.
but there are question marks. As much as I admire,
Does he need a ready-made thing?
I mean, even when he was at
Lots of managers
Bayern,
need a
remember, he
ready-made
was a
thing.
manager at Bayern for how many seasons? He never won a Champions League there either.
He hasn't won the
You
Champions
speak
League
to
since
some
for a
Bayern
long
fans and they're not having Pep. They said he didn't really improve there.
Because they've always been the league there anyway.
Yeah.
City were always in the
jury's
league
out,
anyway.
bro.
No, I think that's harsh. look, I always want to look for a reason to kind of say he's not this or he's not that. But the truth of the matter is Pep is an unbelievable manager. He is. He's an unbelievable manager. You can question. No, you can question that at City. Yeah, but you can question that. But Man City have never won in their history. That's like all these serial winners have gone to Tottenham and they didn't manage to win that one thing.
It
happens. Sometimes it's the DNA of the club.
Is there a time frame for a manager to win a Champions League? And if it's not within that time frame, you shit.
100%, I agree. No, because
Alex
Ferguson won like he won two Champions Leagues in like 30 odd years. Look, Pep said today in his presser that the big trophies, you lose them more than you win them. Like Michael Jordan played for many seasons in the NBA and won 6 titles. What was he doing for the other lot then? Like, he was losing them or not winning it. Do you know what I mean? The same with the Champions League. We was in it pretty much every year.
I don't think Michael Jordan's gone this long.
No, but I'm just saying that, we Man United, you could say Sir Alex Ferguson having been there for so long. It's criminal we only got 2 Champions Leagues. Wow, we should have got more than that. But that's how flipping hard it is to win the thing.
I think, and I'm being respectful now, I think it is fair to cast some reservations on his achievements. And I'll tell you why, because he's won the Premier League several times, and enough respect for that. But
he's dominated the Premier League, man.
Yeah, but especially when you consider the money, then there's the financial doping aspect, the allegations this year. So what I'm saying is, when you've gone head-to-head with some of the other big dogs from across Europe, you've not really stepped up. You've not won the Champions League, I think, since 2011. Barcelona was the last time you won it. And it's not just City. You've managed other clubs. You've not done it. So people are right to throw a little bit of shade and say, what's happening, man?
I don't mind a little bit of shade, but I just think saying that he's not good because of that.
No one's saying
and he's not on like high-level, elite level.
You called him the GOAT.
I said he's one of the GOATs. Of course he is. He is. He's still... He is.
How many goats do you have?
Mate, you're making me out here. I don't even want to be defending Pep like that. Ask Kennedy, actually, because this... Do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you can't say man's not one of the wickedest managers ever.
Do you know what the acronym GOAT is? Of course
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
How many goats can you have?
Loosely, you can have a few.
Would you say Mikel Arteta's a GOAT?
Hell no.
No.
If he wins you the Premier League, is he a GOAT?
No. He's done very well, better than I thought he would.
You can't say that Pep is not
GOAT.
one of the best managers of all time.
Bro.
He's up there. Arsene Wenger's up there. He never won the Premier. He never won the Champions League. But why is he? So why is he considered a GOAT? Because of the things that he done in football.
And actually, that's a very good point.
So Arsene Wenger's not one of the best managers ever been.
He's one of the best Arsenal managers ever been. But
Wow.
Fergie's a top boy.
Agreed. But you can't not put Arsene Wenger up there as one of the best.
He's up there, but what I'm saying, how many GOATs do you want, bro? GOAT means greatest of all time.
Yeah, okay, so you're doing the specific, there's only one guy. But what I'm saying is in terms of elite managers then, in that crop, Arsene Wenger's in it. Even though he hasn't won the Champions League, he's still in it.
You got good, you got great, you got elite, and then you got GOAT. To me, Pep...
So Sir Alex Ferguson's the GOAT of all managers. That's it, done.
Yeah, top dog.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get you to not say
that.
But what I'm saying is...
But hear me out. I'm not saying that Pep can't aspire to that and achieve it.
Yeah.
I'm saying there are question marks because...
He hasn't
come on now, you've not won it since 2011. You've been at different clubs. It's not like you've been at just that one club.
Okay.
You've had a lot of money to throw at the project. You've still not done it. Some people would say you've underwhelmed in the Champions League. I'm not sure you're worthy of GOAT status yet. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
As a manager or just at City?
As a manager.
As a manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big call. Let us know if you agree with that.
I mean, earlier in the season, some City fans were saying it's time for him to move on.
Who said that?
Not me.
Not you.
I love that he did his arm towards me. I'm thinking, put them arms back down.
When did City fans say that?
Not me.
Brethren, I remember listening to certain phone-ins. I'm not going to mention their names.
Okay.
Well, it must have been a very small
national
minority.
radio phone-ins when City were not doing that
It's
well.
probably the same minority as people that want Klopp out.
Yeah,
It's
very
still
small.
Very small minority of the fan
That's
base.
not a general consensus.
No, definitely not.
Can't be.
Right, we are moments away from kickoff, so I need to get all of your predictions, please. Laurie, what's your prediction?
You know what? I'm going for City, man. Tight game, 2-1.
Flex?
Yeah, I'm going to match that. That's what I've had in the back of my head. I think it'll be tight. I think it'll be a great game, but I think City nick it.
Okay.
You are talking about this tie?
This tie.
Yeah.
Kennedy?
I'm actually really scared, but I do think that I do think we've got it. And I'm actually going to just go all out. I'm going to go for a 4-2 City, you know.
Ooh.
I'm just flinging it out there
Go
because
for
you know
that.
what? I've got to be confident. I normally sit on these streams and say, oh,
Yeah.
2-1, 1-0. I'm doing
Just
it
go
today.
for it, yeah.
Say it with your chest, Ken.
I'm doing it.
She's doing
I've
it.
got to say,
Okay.
though, that is an absolutely abysmal tracksuit top. They got.
Yeah, it's fine.
What is that?
Well, it looks like the Arsenal one, isn't it? It's got all things on it.
No, that does look like
Nah,
something in
that
Nan.
looks like
So I
back
actually
in the
want
day
one of them
lineup.
tablecloths, you know, like the vinyl
Yeah,
tablecloths
the
you
golden
put on.
thing,
It looks
yeah.
a bit like that. Right, we've got lots of super chats that have come in from that conversation. Tina said, Kennedy, do not compare, and I've just read some Norwegian, and I've figured out what a word in Norwegian is.
you? Go on, girl.
I think it meant to be do
not
not.
compare. Oh,
That
That
Thank you.
definitely is.
Oh, you sure it doesn't say douche?
Actually, yeah, right.
Kennedy, do not compare Fergie and Pep.
didn't.
Ferguson had his class of 92 and won it all. Pep has bought it all, if not, just not the Champions League.
Okay, listen, let me just say one thing about this, right? First of all, I actually apologised if it came off arrogant what I said, because I'm not the best at putting sentences together.
It didn't.
I didn't say
Yeah, it
that.
wasn't.
It
I
didn't.
didn't say that he was better. Anyway, moving on from that one. Now let's talk about the money. So this whole oil, it was founded on oil, Saudi, that is absolutely fine. But what I will say is there are managers and teams in the Premier League that couldn't have done what City did with that same amount of finances, all right? And secondly, if it was your team with that amount of money, you wouldn't be complaining. So rein it in. Thank you.
I
That
like
would be
it.
that.
It's a good
I'm not
response.
saying anything
We
about
thought-
like Middle Eastern owners or anything like
And
that.
that would just
you know.
that would be it.
Same, I want a Middle Eastern
You know,
owner.
it could happen.
just-
I'm all for oil money. Give me that oil.
Do you know what I mean? Start a GoFundMe if you're that ass.
Here's the man, man. Haaland.
what I
I
mean?
love watching
Haaland.
Haaland.
Haaland. I know we're speaking about can City win it. What difference can Haaland make at this level now? Because, like we say, and this is the bit where I do agree with you, the
Controversial.
Premier League thing, City been doing that. They've been doing that. This is the real reason that Haaland is there. Like, obviously to score loads of goals in general, but actually in these crunch games, in the European games, to get City over the line. Not saying they've never got past the stage before, because they have. They've got to the final. But my question is, do you think that Haaland can be the difference maker to get you over the line? Not just in this game, but in the Champions League.
I'm like split on this. So part of me thinks, yeah. But I've seen us play without him and we were still great.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
actually, if I'm being totally honest, it was more exciting to watch.
Really?
That is the truth. Who was it? Was it Liverpool? He didn't start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem, yeah.
No problems. Alvarez, you couldn't predict him. He was there before you even seen it.
So you're like, so-so.
So, not in a way that's
Yeah.
saying we don't
Yeah.
need him. He's made a difference, of course. But is he the absolute cherry on top? I don't know. What's your opinion?
I must admit, I'm a fan. I like
Listen,
him
I
a
think
lot.
he's great, but I
He's a
just
great
don't know
player,
if it's...
great to watch, even from a neutral perspective. I mean, listen, I might have to eat my words a little bit, because if City do go on and win the title, I'm pretty sure he's going to be instrumental.
Oh, absolutely.
But hey, listen, man, I like watching him play. I think I speak for all. He's a tremendous talent.
Yeah.
The Premier League is better for people like that. Being
Yeah,
as a
absolutely.
brand, as a product. Yeah, man.
Put it
I'm a
this
fan.
way, if Haaland wasn't starting now and Alvarez was starting, I wouldn't be nervous. Like, I'm nervous anyway, but I wouldn't be
You
like,
wouldn't be
fuck,
anymore.
we need
And
Haaland.
again, that's
Yeah.
just like a testament to the system at City. Like we've seen it when they had the likes of Jesus or in the 9, or Foden in the 9, De Bruyne in the 9, Sterling in the 9. They can just do that because
Yeah.
Pep's such a great manager and the system is there.
Yeah.
But it's about to be kickoff. This is it. This is it. I'm
game.
also on Gonzalo Ramos watch as well for Benfica, Manchester United.
Yeah,
Kind of
let's
linked with
keep an
him.
eye on that
So
as
I will be
well.
keeping an eye.
We're going to
on
come back to
that.
this conversation about Haaland because it's not done yet, but I want to rattle through a few of these super chats before they're all on my case. Entre Elite said it's not the fact they haven't won the Champions League, it's the manner of the eliminations, conceding 2 late goals to Real Madrid. I think they're talking about you last season. Pratish said by
Jack's taking the piss. Oh, he's falling over just
by
like...
3 peats.
Come on.
I meant 3 consecutive Premier League wins.
Ooh.
Ooh, they've started
Pen.
strong.
Oh. Ball
Come
comes in
out
straight. It's a
there.
quick start from City.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Jack
Sorry.
Grealish recently, he has just been sensational. Like, the amount of times I've been asked, is he £100 million player? Is he £100 million player? And my answer was no. And you know what? My opinion is quickly changing. He has just come on so far in such a short space of time.
Well, you say that. I mean, from what I've learned about Pep's teams, anyone that he signs, it's very rare they hit the ground running as soon as they come
100%.
in. It tends to take a good season for them to learn the City way,
He sees
how he wants them to
Davis is
play,
quick.
and integrate them into that side in exactly the role he
see,
wants them
who's
to
that?
do.
100%.
And I think now we're seeing kind of the fruits of that labour from
Yeah.
Jack Grealish. He's been absolutely outstanding. In the
Yeah.
last kind of like 5-6 weeks or so, you've really noticed.
Which is why you
That's
can't...
the Grealish from Villa. That's
That's
the one
it.
that was worth it.
You can't judge Pep's decisions too fast, because I remember when Gundogan first came and even Mahrez and people were like, nah, not all that. And then now they consider him to be some of the greatest, so it's just like, you've got to give it time to bed in.
Absolutely.
Like, he knows what he's doing, do you know what I mean?
People are so quick to pass judgment, and they're always
Coleman, he is
extremely,
lively.
extremely fickle.
Not as fickle as football.
Yeah. Right, we've got more super chats. Canadian Gooner 1995 said Pep is no goat. Always has a sure thing. Had MSN at Barca and Lewandowski at his peak at Bayern. Mr. We cannot replace him, and buys Erling Haaland. Raj Kumar says Pep's legacy will always be his Barca team.
Yeah, because you look, Pep. I know people say they had a lot of players in their prime. Then, like you said, they had the MSN, etc., etc. Pep had arguably, that 2011 team as well. That was arguably the best football team ever.
Yeah.
Do
So
you know what I mean?
if Pep wins Champions League at City, does that then become his legacy? Does that then change or no?
I think it's combined, in it, to be fair.
Especially to go to a club that's not won it before, and he's gone there
yeah.
and made them win it.
I think if Pep wins it with
absolutely.
City, which I think he will one day, if not this season, then that's it as far as I'm concerned. Everything's sealed. But until he does, there will always be that question mark.
But I still think you can never take away what he's achieved at Manchester City, regardless of the money or not. I
Yeah.
still think you have to commend them for the dominance that they've had. Think about it from a Liverpool perspective. Liverpool have been unbelievable, not this season, but over the past 4 or 5 seasons, pushing them all the way, getting to 97 points.
Whoa,
100
Kanji,
points,
Jesus.
and still,
Whoa.
yeah, and still.
Calm
City
down,
then.
guys, calm down.
So that's the thing. That's the type of dominance we're talking about. Where even if you get 97 points in a season, Liverpool came away with 1 title during that
Yeah.
period of dominance.
What I would say about Pep, though, is that he's kind of revolutionised the Premier League. Even what we're seeing there, City playing out from the back, that is something that Pep gets.
This is what I mean about
massively-
the blueprint of a new way of playing football. All of a sudden, people want to do. Look at Arteta. He's gone to
Oh, yeah.
Arsenal as a disciple of Pep.
look at
All of
Kompany.
a sudden, yeah,
Look at Kompany.
exactly, playing attacking football. He's gone there as a disciple of Pep, and all of a sudden, Zinchenko's now inverting as a left winger, as a left back, into central midfield. Arsenal weren't doing that
Because
before.
you remember when Pep came to City, I remember at the time, and it was a decision that a lot of people was looking at a little bit side-eye. Remember Joe Hart was the man in
Took
possession.
him out straight away.
He was being considered as one of the top goalkeepers in the world.
Yeah.
Pep came in and he was gone, and everyone was like, what? And that was because they wanted to play out from the back. They wanted a
Keeper that was
keeper
good with
that
the feet,
could
yeah.
very comfortable with the ball at his feet, both
Well,
feet.
the thing is, I think a lot of managers now try to obviously implement this playing out from the back thing, but you don't have the type of players to be able to do it a lot of the time. I've seen it with my own team a lot. Don't have the capabilities to do it. So, right. Raj says, Flex, how are you a neutral? Every football fan should support teams playing against City, PSG and Chelsea.
Come on.
Hard,
Should
isn't
have
it?
crossed that.
Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, I don't want City to win the Champions League, so effectively, yeah, I want them to lose. But I just today,
I wouldn't mind them seeing them win the Champions
I don't think that day's going to be today. Like, to be honest, I know.
You want us to win the Champions League, so we forget about the
It's just
Prem.
forget,
I'm
yeah.
on to you.
See,
I want you to win the Prem. And
I want you
if
to win the
if
cha-
you
I want you
win
to win the
Champions
FA
League, then fine,
Cup.
I'm happy with that.
I want you to win the Champions League. I don't mind seeing you do it as long as you don't win the league.
You've
that's
got to
all
win
I
the
want.
Prem.
if I'm honest, I know this is horrible, but it's the truth.
Go on.
I want maximum pain for City, so
Oh,
I don't
Lord.
want them going out here. I want it to be like
What, the
final
final?
or
And
semi-final.
do you know
Nick.
what?
Do you know what I mean? We're rivals. I
I hate that from you, but I respect it because that is me.
Yeah, you
I
don't want
like
to see Man
that.
United do well, do you?
Yeah.
You know, why would you
Let's
want to
get
see
the
that?
ultimate revenge.
So that's
yeah,
why.
I
So
feel it.
in reference to that super chat, that's why today I'm like neutral, whatever.
Yeah.
It's early doors. I mean, we'll see what happens in the semis and the final, but
I hear
yeah,
it.
They let them get a bit
Do you
of pain.
think there'll ever be a day in the not so distant future when you'll be able to rival City properly. I mean, like, you know, go ahead to, because I don't see it for now, you know.
Hasn't really been much of a rivalry, has it?
No, not really.
From your part.
So,
I think if Arsenal have shown that they can go from 6th to challenging against this City team going toe to toe, which is what they're doing, I think that's actually encouragement for the rest of the league. Ironically, Ten Hag in his first press conference was saying about, you know, eras come to an end. And ironically, look at Liverpool, 30 points off Arsenal-ish. But I would like to say, yeah, I believe in Eric Ten Hag. So I'm going to say, yeah, I think we can be part of a title race along with City, along with Arsenal.
Next season?
If we buy correctly, I don't see why not.
Honestly, I just never say. I just think it's never say never.
Who would have thought Arsenal would
be
be doing this? If I said to you last year,
Who'd have thought Liverpool would be doing this?
After Arsenal dropped out of the top 4,
I was like,
yeah, when they dropped out of the top 4 against Spurs and Newcastle, if I said to you the day that happened, do you think you can challenge Pep in that next year? You'd have laughed.
I would have said
everyone would have said you're mad. So on that, there's no chance I'm going to be like, we can't do it.
you just can't predict it.
No, you can't.
You cannot.
a lot of people comparing our
And-
season to Leicester's when they just kind of snuck
Nah,
in. But it's
not
different
that.
to that.
And City haven't even dropped up as much as people say they have this year. Do you know what I mean? Oh, well done, Bernardo Silva, but
on.
Alphonso Davies is quick. He gets back in.
It's looking like a very
Ball's going to
end-to-end
come in.
game
You
so
know that.
far.
There it
come on,
is.
come
Oh,
on.
a few chances.
Should he have done better with that?
Nah, I think that's quite a difficult header.
Difficult ball. There is a question for you, Laurie, from I'm a 90s baby. He
Fire
said,
away.
Laurie, what do you say about that Liverpool result then? For anyone that was watching last week, we did last week's watch along for the Chelsea-Liverpool
I
game.
knew this was going.
Laurie was very vocal. Very
was very
vocal.
confident.
He was very confident. There was a few crosswords with Alex, wasn't there?
Still is. Man's hitting me up, man, chatting all this nonsense. Liverpool didn't win the game.
What was the reaction then from him on Sunday to you?
Well, as
That
you
is
would
a win for
expect, he
Liverpool,
was.
though, isn't it? At this point, that
But
is a win.
let me qualify. A lot of people kept talking about the history. Arsenal hadn't done this since that. Rare. I was saying, I'm looking more at the form element rather than the history. Yes, we hadn't won there since 2012, and indeed we still haven't. But going into that game, we were playing really well. Liverpool not so, and I just felt that this was the perfect time. And of course, when we went 2-0 ahead, I was like, yeah, man, game done. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out. But listen, it is what it is. Fair play to Liverpool. They got back in it. I do not think that that one game decides the title. I still think we'll win it. That's still my personal opinion. So listen, I make no apology. I was very confident before the game. 30 minutes in, I was looking like, you know what I mean? I've got everything right. In the end, it was 2-2. We'll take a draw, keep it moving.
How do you feel as an Arsenal fan? What is your preference? Is your preference for Manchester City to go as deep into this competition as possible and have as many distractions, or it doesn't really matter?
The former. I
Yeah.
think if Man City do well here and next week and in the Champions League in general, they're going to win the FA Cup, there has to be an element of distraction. And I think we can capitalise off that. We're playing them next week or whenever it is.
Do you know what?
And I think we can get something out of that game.
Kennedy?
It's a hard one because whilst it could be a distraction, it could also be beneficial that we're having more playtime than you are.
Could.
It really is hard to call. And
You're going to obviously gain a lot of confidence of being in all the competitions.
that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I still do think that City have got a chance in the Prem, not going to lie.
Yeah, listen, man, it could well go down to that last game of the season. But I do
nerves
have
won't be
this
able to deal
belief
with
that I've just been feeling it's been Arsenal's year for a while. You saw the games against Villa and Bournemouth and people like that. When, you know what I mean, when we look down and out and then we come back, last minute goals. I've just had a feeling for a while that Arsenal are going to win it, and I still maintain in my heart that we'll do it.
You've just had that exciting sort of youthful, fresh air vibe, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's just been energetic, actually,
It
to
has.
watch Arsenal. It has.
There's a certain vibe, a certain aura around right now.
Ball from Kimmich. Coman. Oh, well done.
Oh, God,
Comes back
honestly,
and gets it.
I just can't.
A little bit
Yeah.
of pressure here from City. Kimmich on the ball now. Finds Davis, has the
I
shot.
don't need
Easy.
this.
Goes for a goal kick. I actually
His
don't
finishing's
think,
not great.
I think City are built for this year in, year out.
Of course they are.
Deep into competitions. not one eye on this and what happens at that. Oh my God, we're a bit tired from this.
They've got 2 squads.
Every single year, this team has proved that they can go deep into competitions. You know what I mean? They've got to the semi-finals, they've got to the Champions League, the final year before that. Won the FA Cups, won countless Carabao Cups, won all the Premier Leagues, 3 times in a row. Like, that's never a thing for City. I actually think it's worse for Arsenal if City are just in their bag, beat Bayern Munich, no problem. Sheffield United, FA Cup semi-final, light work. Back into Premier League, mash up Leicester, fine. Second leg, Bayern Munich, cool, through to the semi-final. That, for me,
I agree with you, you know why?
That's what City are
when
about.
we win the title, nobody can't say nothing like, oh yeah, but this was a
no one can say no. If you win the title, no one can say anything anyway.
Exactly.
You've gone toe-to-toe with
say
City.
nothing.
No one can say that.
Yeah.
And actually, look at last season. It went right down to the last day.
Yeah.
Man City were 2-0 down against Aston Villa on the last day of the season.
But City have
and
it
had to
in
come
them
back
to
and
do
win
that,
3
and
by 3.
and they know how to do it.
They know how to do it.
They did it on their very first title that they won. You know, they know how to do it.
That's why I don't think it matters whether they go out of this, because if they go out of this as well, they're not the sort of team that's like, oh, City are now going to capitulate because they went out against Bayern. Like, it's not going to happen.
I think as well, if Arsenal do go on to win the title, which I think they will do, it will be a monumental achievement. Probably as good as, if not better than a lot of the titles they won when Wenger was in charge.
Yeah.
Because
maybe not as good as the Invincible season.
Definitely not as
but
good as
when you
Invincibles.
consider where they're coming from, I mean, last season, the season ended quite disappointingly if you're an Arsenal fan. Let's be honest, the way we sort of imploded towards the end there, against Tottenham.
Is there a fear that could happen again?
Newcastle.
Have you got any fear that could happen
it's
again?
It's conceivable, but I don't think it will.
Well, now it's the stretch, right? So obviously it's the final stretches now. So obviously you've still got to play. You've got to go to City. You've got to go to St James's Park. Very, very tough place to go. You've got to play Chelsea.
Well,
I mean, Chelsea again. They always roll over for you anyway, but it's not the point. And Brighton at home. That's not an easy game.
No.
There could be that. I don't think it will happen that you would capitulate how you have done in the past.
No, I don't see that.
But
I think points will be lost by
gone
both
out,
teams, us and City.
Who do you see yourself dropping points to?
You know what? That Newcastle game is a bit of a worry. But
you know what? I thought that as well.
Listen, we got West Ham this Sunday. We normally do well against West Ham, but it's at West Ham and they are
They're
fighting
awful.
for their life.
I mean, God, they won 1-0.
No, but they've had a couple of good wins.
They're awful. They're awful.
No, but you say that.
You never know, though. You never know.
It's going to be 10-0.
And I hate West Ham, but I will be the biggest
No, but you know what it
West
is,
Ham
right?
fan this
The
Sunday.
integrity of the Premier League is such that you really can't write no teams off.
No, you can't. It's so weird.
You just can't.
Even City, they've got Leicester this weekend, and you say, well, I mean, on paper it's a no-brainer, but these are teams that are struggling down at the bottom. They need a point.
No,
they
that's
need
not a foul.
anything
Got to toughen up there, Bernardo, mate. Got to toughen up, boy.
Because really you want to be playing a mid-table team.
Oh, look at this press. Haaland nearly tackled the keeper. Jan Sommer trying to play it out. Wow, massive pressure.
We don't need to be giving any penalties away. Do you hear that? Yeah. But I feel like this game could be that as well.
This game is very end-to-end.
It's
Two great teams, man.
It's definitely giving me the vibe of a few penalties going on.
Great pressure. Look, Jan Sommer's trying to clear it. He nearly gets a foot on it there, deflects. Haaland putting big pressure on him there.
Just in
He's
time.
very lucky boy there, very lucky.
Mad says Ancelotti or Ferguson, Laurie?
Fergie for me.
You're going to say him.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me that. Ancelotti is
he a goat?
100. I know Laurie's doing the thing of there can only be one, and I get it. I know what you mean. Greatest of all time, just one person. But how I use the term quite loosely of like a GOAT manager, like there's quite a few. Ancelotti is up there with the top man. His CV and through different generations of actual football as well. What's what he's done? Unbelievable. He is unbelievable. He is definitely up there. Definitely up there.
Okay, well, we did run a poll earlier. Who do people think are going to win this game? Manchester City with 47% of the vote. Bayern Munich with 37% and a draw 15%.
Okay, but 47 is not high enough, guys. Come on. Like, that's just not enough.
It's you against the world, man. It don't matter,
Arsenal
Kennedy.
fans in this chat. may I
Okay,
tell
fine.
you.
All right, fine.
So don't be disheartened. At least we're not talking about Tottenham for once.
Okay.
That's nice. That is nice. Somebody said further up, actually, that Fraudiola needed Messi to win titles. And Jose Mourinho didn't win a Champions League with Porto.
Oh.
Frodiola, I love that, you know.
He's got titles wherever he's gone.
That's
isn't
actually
it?
a great name.
Have you never heard that before?
No, I'm going to go with
I've
it
heard that a
though.
few times.
Frodiola.
Will Amore said, I've never watched football before. I mean, if that's the
Oh,
case,
Jack, that's a
then
bad one.
you've joined on a good night.
Mrs. Earlier on it.
Raj says, Trump also
Something
built a
Sane.
great business. You
Correct,
can say
Scar.
that he succeeded, but he also had a small loan of $1
Poor.
million. Same thing with Pep at City.
We've
Good
been
tackle,
over this
Kanji.
now, Raj. Have you not been listening? You must have gone and got your dinner and something and tuned out. We've been over it.
What do you have for dinner?
But you know
Raj?
what it is with money? Sometimes that can reveal just how good or bad a manager is, because lots of managers have had money to spend and they've been found out.
Exactly.
Look what happened to Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Did a reasonable job at Chelsea. Remember when they were stymied by that?
Yeah, when they couldn't sign anyone and he
Yeah.
got them fourth that
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
As soon as he got money,
Yeah.
because there's extra pressure on you when you got money, because then it's your own players and then you are judged by results on what the
Obviously,
team does.
there's this ongoing investigation, with City, which means that the actual truth isn't out there in terms of what has been really spent. But over the course of 5
Yeah, we don't know.
right? We don't know. But what is out there, the information we do have, over the course of the past 5 years, we have not spent more than United. We've not spent more than Chelsea. We've not spent more than Arsenal. I don't even think we've spent more than West Ham.
Yeah, but Kennedy,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Well, let's
It's a
just
flawed
be,
experiment
but
because it's corrupt. We don't know.
No, I know, but I'm saying
don't
off
know.
the information we do have, which
Oh,
we
City
have
Bayern
to
Munich
take,
on the attack.
we
Musiala
have to
falling
take
over.
that as fact now.
Gets it wide to Davis. Sane. Gets a block.
Flop.
It was
A
good
Kanji,
defending
well
there
done.
by Kanji.
Yeah, it was good defending. He's
We
done
have
really
to
well,
take the
apart from that.
information we do have as the truth for now. And what I'm saying is, we're not even in the top 5 big spenders. And we're not even in the top 8 of the past 5 years.
Because they're hiding it.
Right, but I'm saying this isn't confirmed
Until
yet.
it's
Do you hear what
Well,
I'm
the
saying?
first one was they had to pay a fine.
Guys,
That's true. They had to pay an
I
actual
know,
fine.
but
They got
let's-
found guilty, but
I'm
got fined.
the all innocent
Wait
till proven
until
guilty
the-
thing.
yeah.
Let me land, yeah?
Let her land.
Let me land.
Let her land.
So how can we keep doing this argument over and over and over again? Peter Kay over and over and over. We get spattered with it. Shut up now. Just stop, Raj.
To be fair,
It's not going to go away to the Buster case. The case is there. The case has been made. They've got to answer the questions. Pep says he's comfortable with his team and the lawyers, and Man City have done nothing wrong. So,
There you go
you know,
then.
that's what will probably happen.
wait and
Nothing will
see.
happen. City will be fine. They'll get out of it.
That's it.
You know,
there's a
it'll be
super
fine.
chat for you, Flex, from Facts Only, who said Flex. Flex?
Flex.
Flexi,
Flex only,
Flex.
talking to
Flex. Flex. Al Nassr were 2 points on top of the league before your GOAT joined them, and now they're 3 points behind and out of the cup
Who's
as well.
GOAT?
What's
Who's
your
GOAT?
thoughts? Cristiano Ronaldo.
What, as in my goat, as in what? Because I wanted him to stay and I say he's amazing? Because that's not what I said.
I'm just
He's a
reading the
legend at
super chat,
Manchester
hun.
United.
Was.
I've seen him. No, he's still a legend at Man
Oh,
United
is
for what
he?
he's achieved. Yeah,
Okay.
100%. That doesn't get scrubbed out.
See, it's funny because I'd say his legacy is at Madrid rather than United.
Well, I just think that
No, he
based
won his
on...
first Ballon d'Or
I
at Man
know,
United.
but
Was
I
18,
look at, like,
won a Champions League.
This is what you said about legacy. I associate. I know that obviously he was at United. He's a legend at your club. But when
Yeah.
I look at a legacy,
Oh, you can look at his whole career.
I say I associate his legacy with
Yeah.
more at Real Madrid than
Yeah.
I do at
Oh, that's
United.
fine. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can be a legend at multiple clubs if
Yeah,
you're that good. And he's a legend at Man United, and he's obviously more of a legend at
That's just where I
Real
see
Madrid
the
because he's their
legacy,
record
yeah.
goal scorer, everything.
There are a few United fans, though, that would say that his whole attitude towards the end has completely tarnished what they thought of him.
Yeah,
You feel different?
I was completely disappointed. To the point where I was like, time is the healer. Like
Yeah.
right now in this moment, I'm fuming with you. Disgusting behaviour, going and doing that interview to get out, petty, crybaby, all of that stuff in that moment. And then time becomes the healer of, look, it's not going to rub out what you did in your stint
look.
before that. It's all there in our trophy museum to see what he did at Man United. He's still a Man United legend, but that definitely tainted some of it.
This is what
His
United
recency
can
bias.
learn from Pep.
What?
Know when to let go.
Yeah, well, to be honest,
when to
the
let
new
go.
manager came in and did let go straight away. Didn't
Yeah.
play him straight away,
Do you
which is the
regret-
reason why he cried.
Do you regret getting, do you
Innit?
regret
That's
getting
the
him
reason.
back?
I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Even though I got burnt, I'm not gonna be salty like that because I was one of the ones that wanted.
Oh, you guys.
I
really
was
came off my seat
massively
then.
for it. I mean, I was doing the
He was,
show.
'cause I can remember me and
Yeah,
you.
I was doing a show at Sky Sports on the day that he was,
joined,
and
yeah.
it changed. That where Pep, Pep was. He looked like he was gonna go Man City.
Do you think he
Then it all
really was
changed.
going to City?
I think he was.
I don't think
I
he
think they really
was.
wanted. I think they wanted him.
I
do.
mean, I would
do.
have hated that with every bone in my body.
Yeah, I think they do. But to answer your question,
Yes.
do I regret it? I'm going to say no, because in that first season for him to come back, it didn't work out, but I stand by the decision. I'm not going to back down now.
Can you imagine Ronaldo at City? Oh my
I can never have seen that
awful.
happening.
Like,
Would have made me sick seeing him win.
It would have made me sick. I would have actually stopped being a City fan because it would have just been far too fake and
You
two-faced.
would not have been.
I
You would not have stopped being a
said,
City fan.
No, this is two-faced behaviour.
You would have not.
I can't get involved in this.
No, she's a proper City fan.
Can't be having that.
Proper.
I do think, as a so-called legend, though, you do need to leave the club with a bit of class. Look how
Yeah.
No, but that
Messi
doesn't
left.
always happen. Roy Keane
how-
left Man United. Nah, you can't say that, man.
No,
Things happen in
It
football.
doesn't always happen that way.
Yeah, that, but,
I mean-
but so that
Would've
means
been
you're saying
nice.
if you leave in a
Honestly.
bad way,
Come on,
oh,
come
City,
on, come on,
set
come on, come
Haaland,
on, come on.
it's Haaland.
He snatched at that. He had a bit
He
more
did.
time than he...
He did. Look at all the man swearing at him behind the goal. It's a good little move from City there. Rodri to Gundogan. Gundogan fires Jack Grealish in the whole little set there. And I tell you what, Haaland, he's better than that.
I mean, listen, even with our club, I know it's at a lower level, but I was a massive fan of Aubameyang. And look at the way he left Arsenal. That was very... But to me,
I'd argue-
it
but
doesn't,
bona fide legend
Yeah.
of
doesn't
clubs.
take away from what a good player he was.
Yeah, but
when
would
he
you
was
say
up.
he's
For
a
me,
legend at your club?
Yeah.
He was on his way to being a legend.
It's like his
wasn't a
company
legend.
had
He was on his
left on bad
Yeah.
terms.
People
It would
who
have
leave
just
on
been-
bad
It's like
terms.
Henri doing that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Henri, now that's
equivalent.
Or
bona fide
Vieira.
legend.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Vieira.
Yeah,
Proper
bona fide
thoroughbred
legend,
legends.
yeah.
Like Roy Keane left in a bad way. Cantona obviously just retired. But like, there's you can
There is
say
a way of
you
doing
can you can not have the best exit, but it doesn't tarnish your. You can say, oh, I wish we would have written a better ending than that.
Yeah.
But you're still a legend. Do you know what I mean? It happens in all sports.
Even like Koscielny. Do you remember when Koscielny left?
He
Yeah,
is not a legend.
he blotted his copy.
The way he threw that shirt on the
yeah,
floor.
yeah.
Disgraceful. Loved it.
I think that's just something to be said
And-
across
and-
the board, though, isn't it?
And I was a
Like,
number of people. I was very disappointed in that because he was a favourite of mine when he was at the club. But
Yeah.
he sullied his reputation by doing that.
What do you make of this game so far, Kennedy? How you feeling as a City fan?
I've got a squeaky bum, actually. It's very end to end, as Abby said. You know, we've had a couple of opportunities, but it's
I think
Listen, these
Bayern
lot
look
are
a bit
fast,
more
you know.
threatening though, man.
they're fast.
I don't think so. I think Bayern have struggled in this last third here, where because they haven't got a striker. There's no focal point there.
But
They're
they've got
relying
him
on
behind a
they're
few
relying on
times,
transitions and counter attack. To me, I think City have been in control.
No, but Bayern have got him behind City a few times. They're just not really,
I
like you
think
said,
they've
they're not.
defended well, though, City.
Yeah, that's
they
what I mean.
They
City-
get
yeah.
tight. I think they've looked pretty. I agree with you. They've had their chances in a sense, Bayern, in terms of trying to create something, and
Yeah.
they're fine if they haven't done it. But I'd say a pendulum
kinda level, though, isn't
bit swung towards City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say City are on top. Their game plan seems to be working.
Well,
I
But
think-
if you're Thomas Tuchel, you're not going to be upset, are you?
What now?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's no, of course not. You've got to feel your way into the game. It's going to be difficult against City, but I just look like they're looking for threats in behind with the players that they got. You look at Sane, you look at Gnabry, you look at Coman, Musiala, very very quick players. You know, they're not really. Gnabry up front is not really a link man. He's not a hold up man, is he?
No,
So they're going to be like a fluid front line. But I just think they're looking for just gaps in behind, and they haven't really managed to find that yet.
So there they go.
There's
Is
one
he in
ball
behind?
over
Yes, he is.
there. Davis has got forward, but this is where the struggle is, like not really committing too many men forward.
I think they've taken the cautious approach, which is probably smart. You know, they've got the second leg to come.
Yeah, they just want to get a positive result to
Yeah,
take
if they
back.
can come away with here, you know, even if it's one goal in it, they'd be over the moon with that.
Yeah,
Talking
agreed.
of managers, Tuchel, man, he's top manager, isn't he?
Good ball for Kimmich. Jack Grealish got to be ready for that.
He is, and I
he's
think
fine.
you're
Good lad.
seeing the unravelling of obviously Chelsea. You know, sacking Thomas Tuchel. I think if you're going to do that, you have to bring in someone that's of the same level. They didn't do
I'm
that.
surprised you guys didn't push the boat out and try and get him, man.
Well,
Tuchel?
okay, because he's another ex-Chelsea manager. Yeah.
Yeah, surely that's got nothing to do with that.
No, I just.
Tuchel would have been just
Listen,
right
my
for
club
Tottenham.
don't know what they're doing, and
Because surely
Who
Stellini's not a
knows?
long-term project.
of course he's not a long-term project. Oh my god!
No way.
I will rip that.
So
season
that's
to
what I'm
ground.
saying. I'm surprised. Aren't you a little surprised they didn't go all out for Tuchel?
Honestly,
Because I got the impression he would have come back to the
I
Premier
think
League.
I think had
would he have
that
gone to
not
Tottenham? He
have-
might not have wanted that job.
who would
It's gone, been able to go back to
honestly,
Germany. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know who.
You know
would
why
want
I
that
think he
job.
would have taken that job? Because I think Tuchel looks to me like one of those guys. He's quite defiant. And I think the way he left Chelsea, I think he would have wanted to rub their noses in it next season.
Oh, De Bruyne's lost the ball there.
Quite possibly. I think he
Sane's
he
gone
would
past
have,
the
but
Kanji.
obviously
Not for long. Oh, yes, he has got past him. He's into the box. Sane pulls it back. And it's Musiala. Oh, what a
Great
block.
defending.
What a block.
You see what I mean? How he got round him?
Diaz. Yeah.
Got round the Kanji with ease there, bro.
He's injured. Is he
Great
injured? Oh no, he's
defender.
pointing to tell him
Guys,
to
come
clear
on,
it.
don't do this to
Okay,
me.
a little scare.
Yeah.
Scare there for
Good block
City.
though. Good block.
Yeah, I think that
done, De Ligt.
Tuchel's got it in his nature. He's quite a defiant guy. He's
I think where Tottenham were at, and they obviously wanted to wait till the end of the season to do anything with any manager. I think that had
One
he
on one with
still been
Ake.
available,
Coleman wants to
yes.
roast him.
But obviously the Bayern job came up, and
Is he going to go down the outside? He
Come
does.
on, block
Oh, it's an
this
awful
now.
ball.
Who's going to turn down Bayern Munich? You're not going to
Yeah,
turn Bayern down over
that
over
came first, didn't it? I think he
What?
got in it. Didn't he
No, I
get in
think
at
that-
Bayern before you sacked?
Yeah, I think it was about a week in it.
Because it was
But
a-
either way, Tottenham aren't doing anything.
Oh, I was
till the
going in
summer.
as well. It's a big block, you know.
So-
Musiala, that is going in the bottom hand corner, and the keeper's going the
Huge,
wrong way.
huge,
Ruben
huge
Diaz,
block.
that is a massive
Massive.
block. Wow.
Well done.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
that's good defending.
But
Lucky
would
there.
Tuchel have got on with Daniel Levy?
I don't think anyone gets on with Daniel Levy.
Oh, look.
Oh, Sane's causing problems.
Oh!
Diaz again, solid. And now the counter attack's on for City. Kevin
Right,
De
come
Bruyne
on,
He's
Mum.
on in perfect
looking for
pass.
Haaland.
Kennedy, why
He's a
did you
typical-
not let Leroy go, man? Wicked player.
That was all,
I
I always
mean-
thought that was an odd decision.
Just wanted to go.
Yeah, tell us.
I don't have the answer.
I've heard some rumours.
I don't have the answer for that. I really don't.
You know, there's rumours going around about Sane, the way he was leading his personal life. I think he's
Well-
admitted to having a few issues.
well, yeah.
Apparently, he likes the socials. You know what I mean? Social
Yeah.
life. Maybe
yeah.
Pep got a bit fed up with him. But he's a player. Oh,
Rodri!
Oh!
wow.
1-0 Manchester
That
City.
is unbelievable.
That was so subdued.
So much happier. I feel so much more relaxed just getting one. It just takes the edge off. Do you know what I mean?
What a goal.
It's like if I smoked a cigarette, that's just took the edge off that. Do you know what I mean? It's really made my day. I feel so much better.
That is proper.
That is great.
Left
Thank
foot
God.
from there. Rodri, stop
No
that.
sound comes out of me when we.
It's just like it's just like a
Tuchel can't believe it.
Sit there, look at him.
sit in. No
Stop
tea.
saying that. Oh, Rodri,
I told you
this
got to
is...
drop the T.
Let's have another look at that goal.
Unbelievable. Bro.
Oh,
Beautiful.
wow.
Not a chance.
That's
That
like
is a
a
finish, man.
bullet bender. That.
That
Wow.
is.
No salt.
wow.
Is it
That
salt?
is some
that
goal.
that
Bends it round Kimmich.
that film?
Oh,
Oh!
jeez.
Angelina
even better,
Jolie where she
second
bends
time
bullets.
round.
I've seen it. So.
What can you say to that,
That is a
man?
beautiful goal.
Sommer's nowhere near...
No
Well, he is
shot.
near it, actually, to be fair, but...
Sommer actually did well to get near
Yeah.
it.
No
Tuchel's
stopping that.
pissed. From one big chance, Ruben Diaz,
Yeah,
kept
you
you in
can't
the
stop
game.
that. That's brilliant.
I know.
And then they go and do that at the
Great.
other end. Devastating. What a goal. Rodri,
If you were a footballer, what would your celebration
knee
be?
slide all
You'd do
day
a knee
long,
slide.
100%.
What would yours be, Laurie?
I wouldn't be doing a slide, because one, everyone does it, and two, it's dangerous.
The burning on your knees.
Ask Ollie, yeah.
Safety first.
So one day, one of these.
I like
guys-
Haaland's little.
Just a little Buddha.
I can't cross my legs, me. I've had hip surgery, so it's locked. So that's not really. I can't really do that one.
Oh, you
The
would be
best
good at yoga.
celebrations are when they're unique to the player, innit? When a player
Yeah.
devises a.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the Deli Alley
Well, it
one?
used to be unique to all the Arsenal,
Yeah,
man,
what
and
was
everyone started
that?
The
copying
Deli
them.
Alley one was like...
Oh, that little finger thing.
I
with
used
the...
That
Yes,
Henri
yeah,
one,
hold
man,
on.
with the.
Now look.
It was that,
It
wasn't
was
it?
that.
Yeah.
That.
Oh. Well,
Someone
what am I
else does
doing?
do that, though.
Who's
It's
that one?
like... Hold on.
Some
You
used
got to
to
go
do it.
like that.
What was
and
it?
then-
J-Lings?
flip
What was
it.
that one? Like the.
Oh, the... What is, how do
You know
that
what
one?
one of my favourite celebrations was? See if you remember this. It was this one.
Benjani.
I used to love that.
Benjani used to do it at
Yeah.
City all the time.
Yeah.
Blackburn. Yeah, that was
Tribute to
yeah.
the crowd.
was the
You,
one that
for
crawled
you,
on the
you,
floor?
you, and.
Who was
Yeah.
the one that...
What?
oh, my God. Who was the one that crawled on the floor?
Oh, Papi Gomez.
Oh, God.
Gomez,
That was
yeah.
it.
That's
At Swansea.
time wasting
Oh,
that one.
I thought he was
That
going to
was
say
iconic
Robbie
one.
Fowler.
No. Jimmy Bullard. That was great
Yeah.
when he sat them all down.
That was
Yeah, but that
What was yours,
Benjani
Vic?
one, man. That
Benjani one was
What
wicked.
would
I used to
mine
love
be?
it.
I used to like Ida Good
Yeah.
Johnson's one actually as well. He just used to go just like that. He used to just run to the fingers. Go.
What about Shearer?
I don't know. I might do. Do you know what I used to love?
Old
Jan
school, man.
Vertonghen's one.
Old school.
Jan,
Who's that
Jan
guy?
Vertonghen's
What did he used to do?
because he was super Jan, so it used to be like a.
What
I
would
loved
yours
it.
be?
What would my celebration
Yeah.
be? Knee slides. I'm
Oh,
old
the
school,
knee
like,
slide.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like,
but that's
What would you be
boring
giving
now.
it? Like
I used to like the
Drogba?
drug. That's what I was going to say. The Drogba knee slide.
The
was
Drogba one
epic.
was-
What
Or
would
the Eden Hazard one used to kind of just like outwards like that. I
I'd
just
do
like
a
knee slides.
backflip, me.
Would you hit?
Can't
surgery?
do one.
Backflip?
But that
With
is
your hip?
No, I can't.
But that you'd want to.
But
that's what
if
you'd want to
if
do.
I could choose, what's better than a backflip? I can't do cartwheel. That's a bit too lame.
Robbie
There's got to be a
Keane used to love
backflip.
I'll tell you what,
Robbie
the
Keane.
worst
Well, forward
celebrations
roll.
are.
Yeah,
Roly-poly.
kind of thing. Yeah.
bit less than a
Yeah,
backflip. but
The worst
Roly-poly.
celebration.
Yeah,
Gun
Kingsman
fingers.
on the floor, slides, yeah.
The worst celebrations
good
is the
ones.
thumb in the mouth.
Yeah.
Never like that.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, I like that one.
It's a for a
This.
baby,
I
though.
like that one.
The thumb in the mouth's
Yeah, I like that
dirty.
one. When you
Baby
put the
one.
ball in there.
Nah,
No, that's dirty,
not
that
for
one.
me.
Yeah, but isn't that for their own child? Or have I always
Yeah,
read that
usually.
wrong?
Yeah, no.
Tell you
yeah,
what you do,
usually, yeah.
you put the ball up your top and then give birth to the goal. You know, like
That
Swap
would
it
be a
out.
good one.
Yeah.
What was Mesut Ozil's one was like a M thing, innit?
The M.
Like a, yeah.
The M.
Gareth Bale with a heart.
Yeah, Gareth Bale with
Di
a
Maria
heart.
with
Well,
a heart.
now
Son
you
with
can't.
the
Now that
camera.
one's a bit loserish, apparently.
Oh,
I
this is
think Gen
promising
Z
for
say
City.
that.
Oh,
That's
De
the
Bruyne's
heart.
on the ball,
What's the
Kennedy.
difference with the heart?
Oh, it's gone through to Grealish. He cuts it back.
Why did he shoot?
The angle's against him there, though, man.
No, but he still should have had a shot there.
It's that now.
Trust yourself.
Why? What's the difference with that?
Because apparently that's loserous, and Gen Z said you got to do that instead.
Gen Z.
What's that?
Apparently that's not a cool heart.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't make the
Apparently
rules.
it has to be, I don't even know how you
No,
do
what's that thing you said? Gen Z said. What's that?
Gen Z said that this is
This
the
is a
cool heart
cool-
now.
What's Gen's? What's that?
Generation Z.
So the ones beneath
Oh.
the millennials.
Oh,
the
right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the youngsters.
Apparently it's that.
Wait,
yeah.
oh, are we? Wait, we're millennials.
We're millennials, yeah.
Gen Z are the next lot.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So you've got to change it up now, yeah?
So
Got
now
you.
it's got to be that, otherwise that's cringe apparently. But I do love that.
I think the heart's always a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the game. It's 1-0
Benjani for
1-0
me, though.
Manchester City.
Yeah, that was a wicked
Yeah,
goal.
Benjani. Yeah, Benjani.
Yeah, Benjani was a good one. Some more super chats. Hakeem W says players owe clubs nothing and vice versa.
Oh,
Oh, it's a good ball. Can he get a header? Oh.
Ooh, when clubs mistreat players, it's for the better of the club. But when players do it, it's mercenaries. It's just business. He also said, question for the panel. Do you think fans blame owners for everything these days? I understand hierarchy, but in truth, max 4 teams can win trophies a year. I mean, I blame my owners for absolutely everything. I blame them for the weather. Anything and everything.
And they don't win. So, yeah.
What was the
If
question?
my food's cold, I blame Daniel
Yeah.
Levy.
So the question was, do fans blame the ownerships too much?
Yeah.
I don't think people want a divine right to win.
Oh, God.
Like, I know if you haven't won anything in ages, that's different. And I'm being honest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can support that.
But I think if you can just see failings at the football club where it's not been run properly, money's been taken out of it.
Yeah.
Kind of
And it's inherent from the
oh,
top.
yeah.
I think
then
if it's a United situation, it's completely different.
do you know what I mean? Arsenal had it with the Cronkies, but now they love Cronky.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
all
to be
fine.
fair to Cronky, he's
You know.
turned it around.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
That's
because
football,
he
isn't
started getting a plan, started buying the right players,
Yeah.
believing in the manager.
And also invested in the
yeah,
club.
which is what they'd been asking for. So, I just think fans get pissed when their club's not being run properly.
Which is fair.
And you can't see a direction, like there's a common theme, i.e., or you got no ethos or direction, keep sacking the manager,
Yeah.
you've got no stability, high turnover of
Listen,
players.
you
can't
honestly
sell
just have to
players.
look, Hakeem, in answer to your question, at Tottenham and just have a look at the absolute shit show that club has been in the last 4 years since they sacked Pochettino. So you only need to look at that for an example of blaming owners and why,
Oh,
if
they're in
you blame
again.
owners, it's valid.
Don't want
So
De Bruyne
apparently
getting this
United's
much.
gym's got rusty equipment and that.
Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Oh, he didn't give a foul. He gave a corner.
saved
He
that.
saved it. I thought that could be a foul. It was a collision with Grealish.
Mental save.
Wow.
Great reflexes.
Yeah. I was certain the ref was going to blow for a foul. Because keepers are just protected.
Yeah.
I just thought this would be a foul.
The wind would
Comes
come
out
right
for
out
it.
of you, wouldn't it? Look at that. That is winded. That.
Oh, wow. What a save.
Unbelievable.
That's poor goalkeeping there, to be fair. But to get back up, what a save. That is a certain
That
goal.
is an unbelievable
That is a
save.
big save. But he's made up for a stupid mistake there, Sommer.
Yeah.
But what a save that
Great
is.
save.
Gundogan can't believe it. I know. Jeez.
Absolutely great save. Corner for City.
I love
City
that.
are in the
City.
ascendancy now.
They are.
Since that goal.
It's when they look like they're hunting that second, isn't it? Trying to take the tie away
AFTV
from them.
said you're boring.
AFTV said
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I
one.
assume that's Cecil.
Oh,
Sommer, how did he miss that?
Come on.
honestly, he's been poor.
How can you make a
Jeez.
save
You could be
like
right,
that in
Kennedy.
one go?
Could be a
And
high
then
scoring one.
He missed that completely, didn't he?
City are on them now, mate. City are on them. Be interesting to see if Bayern can stabilise and calm down a little bit. Can they muster up anything?
South London's finest said Nani celebrations.
Oh yeah, the
They were-
flip. Yeah.
They were good.
Here we go. Is Sane cutting in? Is Sane cutting in?
don't need this.
City getting players back? No, not from there. Bayern just can't create anything concrete, can they? Really, apart from that Diaz block, what
Do
they
you think they'll
forced.
make changes at half time?
Oh,
I'd
know
expect
about
to see
half-time,
Mane
but
at
yeah.
some stage.
Look, it's on him. It's on Musiala. He's not doing nothing.
Won't you
Defending
think?
really well.
Don't
City
you
as
think?
well.
Expect to see Mane at
I'd-
some
Is he
Yeah,
on the bench, is
definitely. Mane's
Yeah.
on the bench. Yeah.
oh. No, keep him there.
He traditionally does quite well against City as
Keep
well,
him
doesn't
there.
Brilliant player.
he? Surprised he didn't start. to be honest.
The Sue never got a mention for one of the best celebrations.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that
It's
was
up
a
there.
good one. That was a good one.
No,
Sue,
you didn't even
yeah.
mention it, Flex.
Yeah. It's too many to name. Too many to name. Oh. Well played.
I like that you're all writing in.
Yeah, all their
All their
favourite
faves.
ones.
That's cute.
Yep. Isaac's celebration against West Ham. I haven't actually seen it. If anyone saw it, was it good? I didn't see it.
No.
Oh, has anyone ever done a big fish, little fish cardboard box?
No, but
No,
that would
I
be.
haven't.
But if we ever score a goal, we can do it.
Because that's it.
If we're
Put
ever
it on the
playing.
shelf. Put it on the shelf. Do you know
I
what
thought
I
you
mean?
was doing the Macarena then, like
No,
Callum
no,
Wilson
no.
last
Crouch
week.
Robot.
Yeah.
I thought that was
It
corny.
was
though.
original. Well, at
What
the
about
time it
the
wasn't.
Daniel Sturridge one?
Yeah, the Daniel Sturridge one.
Oh gosh, yeah. Just stop. Don't dance. You know.
Aubameyang, Black Panther.
Oh, that is a good one as
Yeah,
well.
that was a good one.
Oh, we forgot all the good ones.
I know. There's loads. There's
Like we
loads
just had
out
a
there.
brain
Man.
fart.
Yeah.
Has anyone been keeping an eye on Benfica and Inter?
No.
Not really. I'm not gonna lie. It's still 0-0. I will tell you that.
Thank you, I can read that.
And Ramos has not scored, so that's all I'm interested in.
Yeah, I mean, I think that all the action has obviously been coming in the
and
City
Lukaku's
game.
there as well. Be interesting. Is he playing? I didn't even see if he's starting. Having said that, no.
No.
Bayern are they're really
Are we allowed to
underwhelming.
talk about Mason Greenwood?
I
You
don't
tell us.
see why not.
No, the reason why I'm asking because there was a rumour that he might be on his way at the end of the season.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Should he play for United again? Or is that too... Shall we not go there?
Absolutely.
On our channel, I'll be honest. On our channel, I've just left it. It's triggering for a lot of people, to be
Yeah.
honest. And,
Okay, we won't
And
go
I just and that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I
I
just
agree.
feel like
No, I only bring it up because
Yeah.
I saw a rumour today where he might be on his way to Turkey.
yeah. There's been some rumours. Man, like, well, I'll just know the facts that Man United are doing their own investigation into it, and how I dealt with it on United View was that I'm just going to leave it until official statements are made. I just think
Yeah, it's
there's
hard.
young girls out there, there's females out there, there's people who've been abused, there's people who've been in relationships like that. But I just, I wouldn't.
I guess time will tell.
Yeah,
Time will
exactly.
tell you.
Oh, that's
for
interesting.
it.
Can he stop it? Yes, he
Oh,
can.
yeah, that's a great touch as
come
well.
on.
Got a
Good
first time
on.
ball.
Back
Haaland
post.
back post.
Oh. That's good play by City, though.
I mean, City have been so dominant in this.
Since the
They
goal,
have,
they've
they have,
definitely...
yeah.
More so
Even
than I
before
think. Would you have thought more so than you would have?
Come on,
expected?
City.
No, I fancied them at home. I just thought they would be like this. I don't know if Bayern got that bite, that lack of striker up front. They haven't got that focal point. They're playing with almost 4 wingers.
Yeah.
I know Musiala can play off the front. That's where he's playing. But, you know, Sane, Coman, Gnabry, they're all wide players. None of them really want to be in that number 9 position. So I think
They
they're
do have
struggling.
Thomas Muller on the bench. They've got Mane who can play up front. So
Yeah,
they
that's
can
what I mean. So we
switch it
can
around.
change it. I'm just surprised that they just
Yeah,
don't look
yeah,
very
yeah.
comfortable against this City team. That back 3, they look very, very, very comfortable. In it, Akanji, Diaz, and Ake look really comfortable without a recognised number 9 in there. You know, giving them problems. They've got to a lot of these kind of areas here, and City just managed to get their shape right, get back, and force them out of that area.
You get the impression though that if City do switch off, man, Bayern could be straight.
Yeah,
back
that's a
in.
team that can exploit you. Yeah, for sure. It is a team that can exploit you. But I have been disappointed with Bayern so far. But they've got the players on the pitch to change it.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, and on the bench.
Well, on the bench. Is that because we're giving credit to City and how good they've been?
Yeah,
or-
which they have. Yeah, I just think a lot of this here. You see here, this little area here, they've just not really managed to craft anything proper. Can they do it now through Pavard? But across poor gets it to the far side to Musiala. They've just struggled to, do you know what I mean, really make City work in this area.
Oh, that's good.
On one hand, they have kind of created chances, but
bloody
not enough to.
Yeah,
not
nothing
enough
proper.
in that final
Well done,
third.
Akanji.
Great from you.
Yeah.
But I would say I think Manchester City have been really good defensively. I think they've been good all over the pitch for me.
yeah.
And obviously that brilliant goal as well. separates the two sides. We are coming up to half time. Hakeem says Tevez with the pacifier as a celebration. What's your thoughts of him, Flex and Kennedy? Obviously played for both your sides.
Legend, really. Not really much more to say.
Were you surprised when you signed him?
I was surprised by anything at that stage in City's career. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
mad,
I was
yeah.
just like, this is amazing. Like,
I was pissed.
believe it.
I was pissed
Yeah.
when he left. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
Flex,
pissed.
how did you feel when that happened?
Oh, I was pissed. I mean, since
was,
then...
was he regarded as a legend at United?
No.
Oh, he's got him behind.
No, not a legend.
No.
No, cult hero, yeah. You know, it's like Van Persie. He's not a legend, but he's like a cult hero.
Van
He's
Persie,
Arsenal
we'll
legend.
talk about
I would
I
have
mean-
said that Van Persie was a legend before he moved. Would you not
At
say?
Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I was a
Before
big
he
fan of him.
Of course.
Alexis Sanchez?
But again,
where'd you
another player,
rate him in
another player
terms
that
of
left the club badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That left, and that spoiled his legacy at Arsenal. I mean, because in terms of talent, he was right up there. But I think a lot of Arsenal fans were very upset with the way he conducted himself,
course.
and not just the way he left. The fact that he left for United as well. He'd been injured for so long, and then he gets better. And then
Paul had wanted to win, man. He was fed up of being a loser.
Yeah. Do you like
And you know that's what it is.
What a
He was
delight.
fed
That's
up.
what he says.
Robin Van Persie was fed up of being a loser, and he came to the team that needed the striker. We just needed the finishing piece. He was the best striker in the league that season.
Yeah, he was.
And he was the best striker in the league that made us win it. So for 2 years straight, he was the best striker in the league.
It was disappointing
And his decision, and you know what? Actually, Arsenal in that period, a lot of them players who left were justified. They all went on to win big things after Arsenal. That was like, remember that period? It was really tough for Arsenal. They kept losing their best players. So yeah.
It's a bit like with Harry Kane, isn't it?
Oh, you've got to bring Harry Kane into the conversation.
I mean, no, but seriously, when is he going to leave Tottenham?
Probably this
Dead
summer.
food. When is he
This
gonna
summer.
leave? Huh?
Probably this summer.
No, but you said that last.
Oh yeah,
time.
Cavani
No,
celebration.
I never said that last
Ah,
time.
okay.
I've been saying that I don't think he'll be going for a while unless they get a good amount of money.
Even Spurs might be better off with him leaving.
Well, I can see the. It's going to sound ridiculous me saying that, to be fair, but it's like I can see the
Aircon.
thought. Yeah, it's freezing in here.
Freezing.
Oh my God.
I'm so
we
glad
did
you
say
just
this
said
before
that.
we actually started.
like-
That it's freezing in here.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
of
glad
course.
you lot say it because every time I say it, I
Oh,
it's
it's
freezing.
so
No, that's actually the aircon actually on.
It's
Blow.
on.
No, that's mad.
we need to have a boy with our boy Hassan.
Hey.
Big
Sort
up
it
Hass,
out,
big
man.
up
About an
Hass.
hour ago, he said it will get warmer. I promise. It's got colder.
Yeah,
mate.
it's
It actually
on.
got colder. I think.
Yeah.
You know, do you ever do them little jobs back in the day at Tesco's and that when you have to work in the
In the
shops
aisles and that.
and they put
Cold.
you in the cold ups. That's how it feels in here.
Yeah.
I used to go shopping with my
Same,
mum
in the
purely
fridge,
because
in
it
the-
was
Oh,
like,
it's a bad
no.
touch.
Freezer section.
Yeah.
Look, obviously, I don't want to lose Harry Kane.
Tackle.
I never want that to ever sound like I do. Of course not. But I guess there is an argument that when Tottenham need a substantial rebuild, top to bottom, maybe it's better to not be reliant on him because
Yeah,
they
you
are
need a clear.
solely reliant
That
on
club
him.
needs a clear out, man.
But at the same time, I think, well, what money are you going to get for a Harry Kane that's got 1 year left on his contract?
Yeah, you're gonna sell him.
Probably not much. Well, I still think probably not much what they want. So is it more beneficial to let him go on a free, or is it better to just take the
Oh,
probably
Stones.
70? Maybe you get 70
Giving
mil
away a
for
bad
him.
one there.
Oh.
Well, let me ask you actually, from a United standpoint, how much would you be happy to pay for Harry Kane? Because realistically, that's the only place
Do you
he's
want
gonna
me
go.
to answer the question with what I think he should be, or knowing that Levy is on the other end
Both.
of
I
the
want you to give me both. With the year on his contract.
year on his contract versus he probably will want to leave now as well. So
He's wanted
you
to
know.
leave for years, yeah.
But actually, really, this time, like he needs to.
Oh.
That coupled
Did you
with
see
yeah,
that
he absolutely took the
smack
piss
off
out of
his
him.
head?
Yeah.
That coupled with he's still very good and going to score us loads of goals. I think and then Daniel Levy,
Wait, so how much? You haven't given me a price yet?
90, 80.
Ooh.
80,
Daniel
90.
Levy price or?
No, he's going to still try and get the 100, isn't he? He's still going to try and get the
I mean,
100.
when you
But I think what's reasonable for a player of Harry
How old
Kane's
is he now?
Caliber.
30. Harry Kane's caliber, who's still world class, going to score loads of goals, but got 1 year left on his deal. I think 80 million's fine. You should Tottenham, you should take that and run.
Well, I think if you think about it from a Tottenham perspective, you need to get the most out of. He's a generational player in terms of Tottenham, and you need to get as much money as you can. So,
That's the maximum, surely. What do you think? What do you think? What do you
no,
think is
I
worth
think
1 year left?
no, I think with 1 year left, 80 is correct.
Yeah.
But I think that again, it probably won't be anything less than 100.
Yeah.
And I think that you would probably pay it because if you think about what you paid for Anthony, which was mental,
Yeah.
absolutely mental. you
What's
would
worse,
pro-
us paying that for Anthony, or you paying 60 for Richarlison?
to get that one in there.
See, my thing is, I think Richarlison will be. I think he'll come good.
No, I don't.
I do. I'm not saying he's going to be prolific in terms of Harry Kane. Of course, I'm not.
No,
saying
not that I
that.
don't rate him.
But I
just don't
think it's been a tough season. He's had injuries as well. He only started, I think, 9 or 10 games the whole season. Again, should have played in front of Son many times this season and didn't. Because of how poor the form was.
Son's got the credit in the bank, though.
He had the credit in the bank, but he also needed to be dropped. Many times.
Yeah, at some point.
Many times this season, he needed to be dropped. And we can't afford to carry passengers, and a lot of the time we're carrying 10, other than Kane. Right. So for me, I think Richarlison, I think it's harsh. I think it's harsh on him. Let me judge him next season with a new manager, new style of football. Now that
Has he ever been that prolific though? He's had,
no, but he's a decent.
Watford, Everton, now Spurs. He's never been prolific.
He's a decent striker.
It's all right, Everton.
You know, I don't think he's worth.
He's
60
good at Watford,
million.
actually.
I don't think he's worth 60 million, but the market is mental.
The problem
Everything
is the
inflated.
players are worth what the selling clubs
Well,
say
yeah,
they're worth.
course.
Like when you bought Jack Grealish, everyone's like, he's nowhere
Hold
near
on,
100 million.
look at what-
Declan Rice is not going to
that's
be 100
good.
million.
Look at what Arsenal were going to pay.
look at this.
Oh, it's De Bruyne, can he get it wide? Oh, it's a good tackle.
Big tackle. Could have been 2-0 City going in at half-time, but it's not. Look at what Arsenal are willing to pay for Casado.
Yeah, 70 million. He only played like 24
million.
Premier League games.
It's absolutely mad.
Arsenal, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, amazing, man.
That's a really good impression of Robbie.
Yeah.
Click that thing.
Mudrick, man. Yes.
No, but what you said is correct. A player is worth what people are prepared to pay.
Yeah.
That's the same
Anthony
in
should
any...
never have been that. And the only reason
Look at Ben.
Leroy Sane with a shot in anger.
Funny.
A shot in anger.
Look at that tash.
I know.
And that goat.
He
Great.
looks so
That-
different without, doesn't
means
he?
Yeah, he
He's so
does.
much older.
It means business, yeah.
It's a good strike.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that would
think
have been
about it. When you
stunning.
pay 50 million for Ben White, obviously now
Everyone
you can
said
see
that was a
ludicrous.
waste of money.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
I'd
But now
probably
look
say,
how good
but
he is.
yeah, it's been worth it. Same
If the
as
player
Ramsdale,
delivers, no
but-
one cares about the price tag.
Of course.
They only
but-
care when the player's underperforming.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I do think, though, to be fair, it's slightly harder for a striker because you are judged on your goals.
True.
Yeah, but also he's coming into a team where Harry Kane is your striker. So it's difficult for you to get in. In my opinion, I think he was.
I've got
in-
question marks about his mentality.
It's half time.
No, I don't. I think that when I see him play for Brazil, I can tell you that his best position is down the middle. For me, that's where I see him as playing the best football for me.
But is he an out-and-out goal scorer?
He can't play down the middle as while Harry Kane is there. I don't think he's particularly good on the wing. So again, I don't think he was particularly the type of signing that we needed. Didn't really need another winger in that sense. If you were going to go and buy a striker to kind of replace or prepare for when Kane goes as one piece of the puzzle, because if you lose Kane, you're going to have at least 3 players that
That's
are
what I
going
was
to
going to
make
say.
up
Be
one
honest,
Harry
when you
Kane.
signed him, didn't you think, actually, you know what?
No.
Son and Kane are still going to be the main guys. Kulusevski's been wicked, so he's going to keep
For-
the space
for
on the
me-
right. So actually, it's squad depth because he can play on the
Yeah,
left,
no,
he can
it's,
play on the
for
right,
me,
and he
it's
can.
squad depth. It wasn't
Yeah.
to be a starter. It was to play in cup competitions. It was to play on, I guess Thursday nights this year or whatever.
60 million to throw him in cups.
I don't think it was the right amount of money. It wasn't the right money spent. But I still think as a signing, I think as a squad player and having depth, yes. Do I think he's good enough to be a number one? Not particularly. I haven't seen enough. But I still think I'm willing to give him another season because we've signed far, far, far worse players than Richarlison in my 29 years of living. Yeah.
Laurie,
Yeah.
Lined up
Yeah.
merchant.
Yeah.
yeah, he signed Soldado.
Soldado, Clinton and Jai. There was
No,
another
for
one
that
I had
amount of
up
money,
front.
though. For that. For,
Who was that? Vincent Janssen.
No, but he's been a big money signing.
Yeah,
right?
for
Yeah,
big money.
no,
He's
it
up there.
was big money.
I've got to say...
but nothing has worked this year.
Can I just say
Nothing
quickly, this
has
game
worked.
is half time.
It is half time. let's
Probably
stop
just-
this conversation. It is half time. Pranav says Kalma celebration. That's one of his favourites. Hakeem says, does one Premier League change Kane's legacy? RVP legacies didn't, in my opinion.
I think because he's gone so long, his main chunk of his career without winning, obviously he'd have to get an awful lot in a short space of time to be like he's really decorated. But for Harry Kane, if he could just get a trophy, anything, one trophy, it'd be massive for him, I think.
Oh, you would say
Well,
that.
No, but what, you don't think that either?
No, I do. I think he deserves to be happy. I want the best for him.
Although it's interesting with Harry Kane, although he's not won domestic awards, he's
On a personal, he's cleaned
on a
up.
personal
Brilliant.
thing with the England stuff.
He stays in the
argue
Prem
with
as well. He will get the all-time Premier League
Yeah, he
record as
will.
well.
Yeah.
So
AFTV said, Flex, you need to stop mocking the Don or this will be your last day.
when did I mock the Don?
Talking bad about Arsenal.
When?
Was I mocking the Don? Oh, about getting the play. Oh,
Meanwhile,
yeah,
who's in the chat on AFTV? So it must be Cecil.
Probably Cecil.
Screaming
Yeah.
of Cecil.
Exactly.
It is half-time, guys. Been a good first half.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. City deservedly ahead. I think they have been a better team. But I think they do need another goal to kind of, or two, because you know that Bayern, especially at their place, that's going to be a cauldron.
Yeah.
And the margin for error is very slim. So you need at least another goal.
I mean, it's not been the goal fest that I thought it would be so far.
Second
4-2
half.
prediction.
Yeah, I mean that I told everyone it was going to be. City, as I said, have got a habit of coming back second half and doing a madness. So let us pray for that. I think Bayern have probably had more possession, but less opportunities. So yeah, happy with how it is. Hoping to see a few more goals for City.
Yep. I think that Bayern Munich have not been the best. But having said that, I think City have done what I thought they would do at home. They've been on them. They've been really good on the ball. They've been defensively sound. I'm not, again, like I said just before the half was over, I'm not too sure about that front line, the balance of that front line. There's a lot of, like I said, players who want to be wingers in there. They haven't got a focal point up front. Obviously, they lost Lewandowski, and that's why they're searching for a striker as well. I think Mane should probably come on. I don't know how he's been playing for Bayern, so I'm not going to profess to know what he's been like since he's got there. I know he's been injured. But just from my experience of just Mane and playing against City, he's obviously a massive threat and probably better up front than what Gnabry would be, in my opinion, because he's another wide player as well. So, yeah, I've been a bit disappointed with Bayern, but got to big up City. I think they've been really good. And let's actually talk about the goal. What a goal.
Great
What
goal.
a goal. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. That is just sheer class. With his weaker foot, top corner, picked that out. So, yeah, they're losing to a fantastic goal, but the generic play, Bayern, still I don't think has been good. I think Tuchel won't be very happy with that.
Yeah, I agree. It was a brilliant goal that separates the two sides. Interesting to see how the second half goes. Maybe you will get your scoreline. Who knows?
Who knows, you know?
Who knows?
I think you
Who
definitely
knows?
need at least one other goal.
Oh, 100%. Listen, I like security. The more the merrier. But let's just see. There's definitely room for Bayern to get one in.
Well, they did create a couple of really good chances towards the end.
That block from Diaz actually before City scored was going in. That was Bayern Munich's best chance.
100%.
But the fullbacks, Pavard and what's his face, Davis haven't really bombed on and got into the game.
Davis has been a bit disappointing.
Exactly, Musiala, big high hopes for him, but keeps running into trouble. City doing a good number on him. Coman trying to isolate Ake, trying to get one-on-one against him, but either over-delivering the ball with not too much on it, or there's no target man in there. Gnabry not doing anything in the 9. They just haven't been good enough. Kimmich is not really pulling any strings again.
It's
He's
interesting because if you
so.
look at the stats, though, they've actually had greater possession than City do. And how many times would you say that? A Man City team
Look at this goal, man.
losing out on
Such a
possession.
great finish.
That is a joke, man.
And it could have been more. City have had chances.
So annoying. Why has he done that?
Why has he done that? I thought you weren't being biased. I thought you didn't care.
Yeah, but now
We're
I
just
don't
here for the
want
love of
goals like
football.
that. Weaker foot flipping top corner, man.
That is one of the goals of the season.
If you love football, you love
Yeah,
that.
but nah, just score normal guys. Just don't do that.
That alongside Haaland's little backflip the other day.
Yeah.
That is one of the goals of the season.
So you are a
That's
hater.
a great goal. Of course.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, yeah.
Raj Kumar says Vincent Janssen has actually won the Mexican League. Cool. Thanks for that.
See?
Everyone who
Everyone there
leaves.
away from Tottenham, you know what I mean? They all
Yeah,
know,
everyone wins something the second they leave. It's fine. RTX said Bernardo is destroying Davis in both attacking and defending sense. There is a good stat here that since going behind, Bayern have completed 74 passes to City's 32. In the final third, they lead their host by 25 passes to 8. They have turned that into 2 low-value shots from outside the box, and it's been a defensive clinic by City. Wow. So I told you they've been defending well.
See there, that's it. Look at that. That is going in the
The
bottom-hand
defending
corner.
has been
Definitely.
on point for City. Really
has.
concentrated the whole game from every single one of them.
Yeah.
It's been a collective. They've been tight.
Yeah.
I feel like they've been really, really
They're
good. And
just winning their
compact.
duels, isn't it? When
Yeah.
anyone's tried to go one-on-one with them, said Aki's done well on Coman, Kanji's done well on
Yeah.
Musiala or
They've all
Sane.
marked people individually so
they have.
well.
And the pressing, look at that. They're just highlighting it there. Haaland nearly gets it off
Listen,
someone.
Haaland,
Mad.
Listen, you've got to rate him, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just a monster.
And actually, that was a
He
typical half from Haaland, whereby if you was to look by at the half and go, when did he touch it? When did he have? I didn't really see him.
Yeah.
But he's going to pop up with a goal.
Yeah.
More than likely
Yeah.
in this game, and that's just his game.
It's still 0-0, by the way, half-time in Benfica. Benfica into that game. That was a great save by Sommer.
Oh.
After
I can't believe it.
making
Look, he just gets his bearings. He looks where he is and sees he's about to shoot.
Big mistake, but
Yeah,
he-
big
great
mistake. Look,
recovery.
he's spinning around.
He accidentally saved that one there.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Great reflexes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Brilliant.
just trying to warm up my
reflexes. What a
hand on this radiator, so I'm taking the mic with me.
Drag it over a bit more.
It's very cold in here, guys. You'd think it was peak December for some reason.
save. I know. Shouldn't be this cold, man.
You really would. All right, well, what do we expect to see in the second half from Bayern Flex?
I would like to think they would up it because they've been below par, and if they carry on playing like that, this can be a really comfortable half for City. And if
Yeah.
they're not careful, City are capable of putting a tie out of doubt, like 3. I'm talking. But Thomas Tuchel, experienced manager, I think Bayern Munich will be slightly better. But
I expect to see changes. I expect to
yeah,
see Mane
but I just
come
think
on.
Chelsea. I just think they'll do fine. City.
Yeah.
Who is actually on the City bench? Because I actually wasn't paying attention.
I can run through it
think
for you.
Mahrez potentially
Surely
is there.
Mahrez, yeah.
On your bench, you have Walker, Phillips, Laporte, Ortega, Alvarez, Gomez, Mahrez, Perón, Carson, Palmer, Lewis.
Okay.
And I'll run you through the subs for thingy as well for Bayern. Mane, Sarr, Cancelo, Blind, Müller, Ulreich, Schenk, Gavin Birch, Tell, Mazurai and Stanisic.
Interesting. I think out for them, obviously Mane,
Mane's
maybe
got to
maybe a Cancelo as well for on either side for Davis or Pavard. And yeah, if you're looking at City, you
I
know,
mean,
who are you looking at coming?
Potential,
Whoever,
yeah. I mean, no, to be honest,
whatever.
with that bench that you just read out there, I think other than maybe Mahrez, there's not anyone that I think can come on and make a big difference
Imagine
right
if
now.
Alvarez can.
Imagine if Cancelo
Alvarez
did.
as well, sorry,
Alvarez can.
apologies.
Imagine if
Alvarez and
Cancelo
Mahrez,
did.
Yeah,
Imagine if what?
Cancelo did.
Oh, come off the bench and or Sane.
yeah,
Still playing.
you are correct.
What?
Mahrez or Alvarez.
really can't
Yeah,
Mahrez,
Alvarez is
isn't it?
wicked, isn't he? Yeah,
Yeah.
he can definitely make a change. But I just feel City going and getting that second. To be honest, I don't think I can't see Bayern raising it too much. I just don't have that bite up front. I think the best thing for Bayern, and maybe I'm being a bit presumptuous here, I don't know, but it's just my gut feeling. The best thing for them is to make sure they don't concede any more. At least if get a 1-0, get them back to their place.
Yeah.
But
Mind you,
they've
that's a
still got quality.
risky
Oh no, I'm not
strategy,
saying
though.
try to do that. Yeah, but they've still got players
They
though
have.
that can unlock
I
City. but
reckon we will definitely see Mane, and I reckon we'd see him early. In fact, I wouldn't even mind seeing him start from the beginning of the second
Right.
half. They definitely need a change of impetus, and he can give you that. And from what I remember, he's always done well against City, hasn't he, when he was at Liverpool?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he is.
it's not an unknown quantity for him. They should
Well, I
get
mean,
him on as soon
Liverpool
as
just
possible.
always did well against City.
In general.
In that period.
In
yeah.
general.
In general. Really rogue question, but since seeing that McDonald's advert, really fancy McDonald's.
What, a McFlurry or an actual?
No,
Babes, I thought that as well.
Oh, like, is it weird that you just like get it? And you're like, I really.
I must
like,
admit,
taste
McDonald's has never, ever done
It's
it.
not really your thing.
No.
it. Not your thing. Even the
Never.
chips.
Oh, the
No,
chips are
not
McDonald's.
sensational.
It's the
There's no
best.
better chip out there.
McDonald's.
Do you know
Yeah.
Really?
what?
They
Other than-
have gone
other
down a
than-
bit
Is
though
it-
because
but
Burger
is it
King
proper
chips.
chips?
I don't
though?
like
No,
Burger
no,
King.
sorry.
They've
They're
started to
fried.
raise-
It's the best
Not for me.
fry.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
proper chips, are they?
I don't
They're
think
fries.
I don't think Burger King
Powdered
chips taste
stuff.
salty.
Yeah.
No,
facts.
they've started to. Like I was,
I don't think I've ever had a
I'm
Burger
the
King
biggest
burger.
advocate for that. But since I've started having a few Burger Kings, mate, a
Nah.
couple Whoppers,
I want to
chips
try the chicken
with
Big
the
Mac.
barbecue shorts.
Burger King
The only
chips are
fast
just
food I
like-
really deal with is Nando's. So Nando's,
Yeah.
if you're watching,
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
sponsor,
Well, just let me tell you,
then
I was
I'm
there
bigging
last
you
night.
up. I'm giving you
Nando's?
free advertisement. now.
nowhere can replicate the McDonald's chip, and they can't
No.
replicate the smell either.
No, it's the smell.
So unique.
It's like you watch the advert and I can
It's-
smell the
But
chip.
the burgers, though, man.
No,
Do
they're
you know what? I'm
good, they're
veggie,
good.
so I'm on the veggie ones
good.
anyway, so I can't really
Oh.
comment on the meat
And
one.
the
The
veggie one's
burgers.
nice.
Yeah,
Very
banging. McPlant.
Yeah, the McPlant.
What was that?
I need it.
Yeah, not McPlant.
Yeah, I tried it once.
There is a quick
No.
update that says United sale to enter a third round of bidding.
Oh yeah, I covered that earlier. That's right. It's gone through to the third round. So the Glazers basically just trying to get more money.
How,
First
how,
round
how much do
bidding.
they want?
6 billion.
Do you want them out?
Yes. yes, I do. So does every Man United fan in the globe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who would buy you?
Well, there's 7 bidders.
Who? Go on, tell me more. Do you know who?
It's between the front runners seem to be Sir Jim Ratcliffe,
Okay.
who owns Ineos and he owns Nice.
Would you be happy with that? Why not?
I think his manifesto of not talking about wiping out the debt and what his kind of vision for it was versus what the Qataris' vision was, which was wipe out the debt, new training ground, you know. Similar to, you know, what the City thing is in terms of the infrastructure. It just felt a lot more secure. And also, obviously, everybody knows that the Qataris are extremely, way more wealthy than Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So
What about Elon Musk if he was to come around?
don't need it, honestly.
I think I've actually burnt it. I can smell burning.
Too hot now.
I think I was keeping my jumper.
Oh, it's bacon. Oh,
I was keeping my jumper on it. And I was
Burning the
thinking,
AstroTurf over here, guys.
Actually, smell
jeez, yeah, be
something.
careful.
Well,
Might have a bit of a hazard in here,
You
Haz.
set the studio on fire. I think, don't know if it was my jumper that smelled.
probably the
But
big
anyway, I
AstroTurf.
kind of need it on because it's
Yeah,
warm.
we need it.
Gonna
warm it
well,
in
we'll
our
see.
pan.
Let's see who you get bought by. Be very interesting if you become an oil nation as well, like all these other.
Bayern
clubs.
are out early.
Yes, no changes.
We are almost back underway.
Doesn't look. No changes.
Nope, same as. What did you think of Musiala that half?
He didn't have his greatest half, but he's still a threat, though. Still a threat. As you saw with that shot that was cleared off. Well, I said cleared off the line. It wasn't off the line, but it was going in. Listen, you got to be watchful for a talent like that. He's never going to give you an easy game, so you got to be watchful. But I think City will be happy, certainly with the way things ended, because towards the second half, especially once they got that goal, they were clearly the better team. But with Bayern, you just can't write them off like that. You know what I mean?
They've clearly been a better team. They've not been in any big trouble at all. Someone said it in the chat about defensively sound or really good defensively. Exactly that, and good in transitions. They've just been City.
No, but they will
I
have
mean?
their moments.
Yeah, and it's about
that's
how
why
they
you can
how they
never,
deal with that.
you know
It'd
what I
be
mean?
interesting to see if there's a difference, just because he hasn't made any changes, Thomas Tuchel. If there's a difference in application, at least, you know, getting after City, getting in their faces a bit more, creating some chances. But like I said, I'd go with the latter. I think City will just find a gear again, get a second. Personally.
Okay, we are almost back underway. We are underway. Apparently, you could get tickets for this on uni days. I don't know if that was true. I just
On
saw
what?
it in the
What's
chat.
that?
Where you get discount tickets on like
Oh,
university groups.
but they're just taking the mix.
I don't know. I can't confirm or deny.
What for the City game?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's true.
there are a lot of discounted tickets for the City games. They have like community tickets, so they give loads of tickets away to like youth clubs and sort of sports places and stuff like that.
You mean,
and
in other
leisure
words, you
centres
can't
and-
sell them. So,
I mean, listen.
no, but you can't sell them. That's the bottom line is
There's not that many people in
your fan
Manchester.
base is not that.
There's not that many people in Manchester. There's a cost of living crisis, Laurie.
There is a cost of living crisis.
Good save. Well, shot out of anger there
I'm
from
saying.
Sane again.
This is what I'm
He
saying
should save
about
that, though. He
Bayern,
should
man,
save that. He
But
should
they're
save
going to have their moments, bro. You can't. They're a good
Sane
team.
playing against his old man. Where are you going with that? Keeper, surely.
Sane's probably been Bayern's best player, actually. So
of
far,
creating.
anyway.
I would also argue, going back to the ticket thing, that a lot of
moving like a leg
stadiums
breaker.
tickets are filled with just corporate
What is?
tickets that have been given away.
Where
A lot of
like a lot of
stadiums.
football games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially
Wasn't
like
it-
the cup.
wasn't
You
that
don't
long
really
ago
see-
you lot were boycotting the Champions League, haven't
You
you?
don't really see United and all, City bringing down influencers and all that to the games. You don't really see that.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
It's not really your culture,
It's not
like
the
your
thing,
culture
yeah.
of doing it. Yeah.
true.
Good little start here from Bayern.
But I do like the empty ad jokes because they don't get old as well.
The old empty ad.
Empty, yeah.
The
Funny how
city
people
is
come up with
yours.
things.
The city is yours. 20,000 empty seats. Are you effing sure?
Oh,
Don't want to swear on
I
that.
thought you
you
was
can,
something
it's
else.
okay.
That's just a song.
you can. Peace Baker says
Kennedy does.
with Tuchel being at
Sorry.
Bayern now, I can see Bayern looking at Aubameyang if Chelsea choose to sell him this season and they look desperate for an out-and-out striker. I mean, surely Aubameyang is leaving at the end of the season from Chelsea.
Yeah. Can't believe we got a game the other day.
I
Oh,
know.
Lamp's back in.
I know.
Straight
He
back
nearly
to
scored as
Mbappe.
well.
Yeah, exactly. He did nearly score.
Listen, this
Oh,
thing
your
about-
guy. Yeah. By the way, guys, let's put up the little disclaimer. Laurie loves Aubameyang and won't
I'm
have a
not-
bad
listen,
word said about
I'm
him.
an admirer of
And
Aubameyang.
Arteta is a disgrace for getting rid of him.
No, I didn't say that. But listen, Aubameyang.
Whoa,
is-
yellow card, ref.
I don't believe he's washed. I think if you look at Aubameyang before he rocked up at Chelsea, he was at Barcelona. He was 1 in 2 for them. It's not worked out at Chelsea. Doesn't mean to say that he's finished. Believe you me, there's goals in this guy. He just needs the right club. Chelsea's obviously not the right club for him right now.
Nah, he's done, mate.
Nah.
He's
1 in 2 for a Barca. Is that done?
He was only there for 6 months, wasn't
Yeah, but come on, man.
he? Nah, he's done.
You can't argue with that stat. He was 1 in 2.
They didn't want to keep
Yeah,
him.
he's done. Yeah,
They didn't want to keep him.
he was the first out.
No, but they had Lewandowski and they had financial problems. That's why I had to get...
They're a team that have
Nah,
financial problems. It never seems to be
He's
a
in.
problem, though.
He's not in.
Is
He is
Son
in.
done?
He is in. Leroy Sane. He's in.
No,
Leroy Sane. Oh, good save from Edison.
Good save.
We
Oh,
said
my
about
Lord.
what we did say was what reaction would they have? That's a foul. What reaction would Bayern Munich have? And actually, it's been very good.
It has been. They've come
That's a
firing
good
out the
chance
blocks.
and a good save from
It
Edison.
was a good save and
And
good
I did say,
recovery.
didn't I, that Leroy is looking sharp. He's
Yeah.
looking up for it.
But
to go
someone
back to
Aubameyang should go MLS. Is what Can
Yeah,
says.
maybe he
agree.
should. But is Son done? Look at the season he's had. He's
Is
been
Son
terrible.
done?
Is he done?
Well, he was top goal scorer last season.
Exactly.
Joined.
But this season,
You could say the same about Salah.
He's got it into the floor.
No, I didn't ask you
Ultimately,
about
Salah
Salah.
scored more,
I didn't
but-
ask you about Salah. I asked you about Son. Is he done?
What you asked me, actually, there was a question right at the start of the show to me who said, would you have Vinicius Jr. over Son? And yeah,
TV's gone off.
of course you would. Yeah, our TV has turned off. But we still have the Benfica game. We still have the Benfica Inter game on.
the Benfica
All is
game.
not lost while we fix this technical error. Yeah, of course, I would take Vinicius Jr. over Son, wouldn't you?
Vinicius Jr.
Someone
over.
asked a question.
Who asked that?
Someone asked at the beginning of the chat.
Absolutely, that's not even a
Yeah.
question.
I'd catch it.
Yes.
Son's 30. I think he'll be
No,
31
but
this
is
year.
he done? Yes.
No,
or
he's not done. I think
Oh, something's happened. We don't know what.
we don't know what.
don't know
The
what.
TV is back on. Don't worry. I don't think he's washed. I just think that again, like sometimes, as Kennedy said, sometimes you have to sell, and Tottenham are very, very, very well known for hanging on to players for
What's happened
so long, where you physically cannot.
Oh my
ship
gosh.
them,
Oh.
where you physically cannot get rid of them. So I'm all for selling and reinvesting at the right time. And as much as I love Son,
Why didn't he shoot then?
Oh. Mate, look at it. We missed.
we missed loads in that 15
We missed
seconds.
that great.
The
Look
telly
at
was
this.
off.
Some Man United fans told me about Jan Sommer's distribution. Oh yeah, look at him. Great. Jesus. Honestly.
But in answer to what you were saying about the MLS, I think that would be a good option for him.
Yeah, that means he's done
How
now.
old is Aubameyang?
Listen, he's clearly past his best,
Yeah.
but he's still a good player.
Oh,
He's
Jack
How old
Grealish.
is he?
the Chelsea move's just not been right for him.
Well, it was completely the wrong move from when they
Yeah.
did it. But also then they brought in another 25 players.
He's just the problem is he can't find a home. He's just going to short-term fixes. You just wanted to flog him off because he's just, bad egg. You
Yeah.
need to get him out. I know you don't like that term,
I
because we've never heard
That's
his.
never been proven. He fall out with a manager.
Hey, he
Doesn't
turned
mean
up
to say
late and he's
a
the
bad egg.
captain twice, mate. You're out.
Okay, discipline.
I would
him.
say
Yeah.
it has been proven.
Listen, I've spoken to professionals in the game currently, and they're saying that players turning up late is nowhere near as rare as you might think it is.
I'm sure it isn't.
Yeah, because usually they just get fined or whatever. There's got to be something else. And
Exactly.
Do you just think that Arteta just don't like that type of personality?
that,
and his card was marked, and he
Well,
just
it's
wanted to
clear
get
that
rid of
they've fallen out.
Yeah.
And maybe the lateness thing was a reason to banish him and get rid of him. And we know what clubs can be like once they want you out, mate. You know what I mean? They're very good at doing that. And they can turn the club, the fans and everybody else.
But I think it's safe to say
perception against
Aubameyang's
the player.
best days are behind him. That's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
awful
I
pass from
would agree with
Upamecano. He's just put them under pressure here,
Oh.
and Haaland gives it away.
But what I'm not going to
Pushing.
do, as an Arsenal fan and an admirer of Aubameyang, is to denigrate all what he did, because I think that's very unfair. Listen,
No, you can't tarnish
we
what
won
he's
the
done.
FA Cup.
Oh, there's
It
been a
is-
goal.
There has been a goal.
There's been a goal that we haven't seen yet.
It is 1-0 to Inter Milan. It's Barella with the goal. We're having a look at that
Ball
now.
coming in.
Ball
Good
coming
header.
in. Nice
Good
header.
goal.
Poor defending.
Yes.
But
Very
it
poor
is
defending.
1-0 Inter. Barella.
She's not happy. Pavard.
There is a comment here from AM9 who said, why did Bayern sack Nagelsmann? It's a bad choice by Bayern. Does anyone agree with that statement?
I'll be honest, I don't know enough about. I don't watch Bayern week in, week out to know the politics or the goings-ons at the club. I know I did read that he
His
was
wife,
falling out
yeah.
with a few players and stuff
I
like
heard
that.
there was a story going around that his wife, who is a journalist, was
Oh, right, in the
putting stories out
Oh,
that
Right.
were.
dream team.
Yeah.
It would appear that they'd been leaked. Like so, what they
From
were-
Nagelsmann telling his wife stuff so she could put it in the paper.
Yeah.
Okay,
So obviously
I
that's
don't know about that.
If
but
that
yeah.
is true, then that's poor because that's going to undermine his confidence in the
Yeah.
dressing
Oh, he's
room.
give it straight to him. No, don't shoot from there.
Come
Just
on.
can't get hold of it. Gnabry, flipping heck.
Come on.
Oof. Straight back up, Coman. That's gone out on it. No, I don't think the whole ball did. Waves play on. Goes for another crazy.
Ooh,
Oh,
fucking
what?
hell, well
Sane's
done,
unleashing
Edison.
some, isn't he? That's all they've really had though is shots from distance. They haven't made any concrete chances, but it's been a good response from Bayern's second half. You have to say that.
They've come out the second half like City came out the first half.
Very dominant, yeah, very dominant. And it's interesting because, like I say, he didn't make any changes. Thomas Tuchel's trusted his players as they are for a reaction, and they've done it so far, but they still can't find a breakthrough.
Are you worried, Kennedy, about the almost 10 minutes you've seen of City sitting back a little bit?
they come
Not
again.
yet. Not yet.
There they come again. Oh,
Oh, corner.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit.
I
It's
think
getting
you
a
should
bit.
be. I think you
It's
should
getting
be
a bit
worried.
peak.
It's been all Bayern. So.
I questioned whether they could raise it with the current
yeah.
team like that. Fair play to them, they have.
Tough times never
Yeah,
last.
yeah.
Tough people do.
Tough people last.
Oh, those are them unlucky ones, isn't it? Them unlucky own goals that can just fly in. He's just hitting them from
He looks
distance.
inspired.
Again, he should save that.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Leroy looks
Point to
inspired.
prove, yeah. Ball in. Oh, that was going in as well.
Oh,
Oh, it's off the line. I tell you what.
It's all Bayern
How have
right
Bayern not scored? They are peppering City at the
All
moment.
Bayern.
De Ligt can't believe it. Did that just hit off a player or was it a
Another look
great
at
block?
that.
Oh, it's just hit him. It's just hit.
That's
It's
it,
just hit
Ake.
Ake. And then that's going in as well. Diaz. Wow. Ake knew nothing about that.
No,
Just
it's
hit him
fully
on the
come
head.
off him.
Ball's
Right,
about to
another
come in
corner.
again from Sane. Wow.
It's a good corner.
Oh, good defence
Do you feel
again.
like this is a matter of time before they get one?
At the moment, yes.
Don't know. I think City might be able to ride it out. Probably hit him on the break.
But do you see this going a different way when
A
it's...
long ball.
Look at this.
Look at that.
come on. Imagine.
Oh.
That would have been unreal, wouldn't
That was
it?
giving me Torres
Especially
vibes.
from City. Long ball like that.
Oh, he's
Do you
got
think
the
the reverse fixture of this, do you think it's going to be a lot
tougher?
tougher for... I mean, I'd still say it's been... I think
fairly
first half
even
it
now,
was...
yeah.
Yeah, first half I'd say it was more City. But it's fairly even now. But what do you see happening in that second leg?
It's hard to see after this game because this game hasn't done yet to see what the result is. But I think already you can
you've
see
seen
that
two sides of Bayern.
Yeah, Bayern can go at them.
Yeah.
You know, and I think City equally away from home won't be phased. They can go at Bayern as well. Which is why I said, you know, when you was asking about the teams being scared, you know, that's why they're not scared. It's like a mutual thing. Look, poor ball's being played now by City. Kanji gives it away. Very sloppy here.
A second ago, you saw Edison kick the ball out long. How often do you see City do that?
Yeah.
To me, that was an indicator of how much pressure they've been
Bit
on.
panic mode.
Yeah. It's almost as let's get the ball in their half by any means necessary.
Yeah.
It's done well to win that.
Well, it's only 56 minutes gone, so we've still
Come
got
on.
time. Let's see
Come
what
on.
City can do. Like always, we run a poll on our
Come
Twitter
on, lads.
to
Played.
basically ask
Gundogan,
you...
Come
one
on,
more.
come on.
Oh, we'll pause
Grealish
that
is going to
for
go
a
for
moment.
it. No, he didn't. He goes on an overlap. Have a shot, Aki. Oh, it's falling over before he got there.
Saved by Summer. We ran a poll. We like you to pick our combined 11s on our Twitter page. So
Combined 11. Oh, with these two.
combined 11 between Bayern and City. It was voted for by the fans. So I'll run you through who they've gone for. They've gone for Neuer in goal over Edison. They've gone for Davis, Diaz, Stones, Cancelo, which is technically a City back three, but we won't class Cancelo. He's in a Bayern outfit there. Pause that. Let's see if City can get another goal.
On the attack.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
good.
That's a free.
Come on.
Oh, what a
save.
save. Sommer
There's
again.
been some good
Diaz,
saves.
man. He's been on the end of it at both ends, man. Wow.
This is real end-to-end
It's
stuff.
It is.
really
Yeah,
good
there's a
game.
lot of
Great
chances here. This game could go
It's a
either
great
way.
game.
Good ball in as well.
All right, in the midfield, it's an all-City midfield. It's De Bruyne, Rodri, Gundogan, and up front is Mane, Haaland, and Mahrez. So it is City heavy.
Kimmich
I was
is a bit
thinking-
unlucky to not get in
Yeah.
that.
Musiala?
Over
Sane?
Mahrez or I mean, Mane, obviously, I'm basing it off the old, like the Mane that I know. I don't know how he's been since he's left Liverpool. But they're just basing it off that. But Musiala's been a live wire, man. He's been wicked. Yeah, obviously Haaland as well.
Come on.
Again, Haaland. Ref's giving a free kick.
I mean, we've seen some brilliant saves in this game as well.
Yeah, we have.
Unreal. Yeah, I mean, anyone else that you change in that? Anyone else you think they got wrong? Edison over Neuer?
I think maybe Kimmich for Gundogan you could look at. Gundogan I think is excellent, but I think Kimmich also is really good. Back four, can't really argue with that. Yeah, front three. I mean, maybe if Mane's been out of form, then you could argue to try and put like a Musiala there coming. But Mane's like, I know you don't like this term, but he's one of the GOATs. Like he's a top player. I'm saying it now to annoy you, but he's a you know what Mane's about. So yeah, I think that's
You
pretty
can't
fair.
say go.
Yeah, it's a total misconception, misnomer to say GOATs. GOAT is greatest of all time.
Yeah,
That's it.
there can only be one. I get what you're
Can only
saying.
be one.
I just like to say
And that's
like
Pele.
I like the term. He's one of the GOATs.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I'll
Do
give
you know
you
what I
that,
mean?
I'll
That's
give you
why I say.
that. For me, Pele's the GOAT anyway.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh.
Well out. Good starting position there.
Sadiq says Kimmich is a baller. Get him to the Emirates.
Wicked player, Kimmich. Yeah.
LU says City need another goal. They're going to get worked at the Allianz. Yeah, pretty much it.
We do need another goal.
Yeah, I think that's pretty spot
Even
on.
taking a 1-0 away, you know, it's still not. You know, it's a close tie. It's a close tie.
Come on.
I just think City will calm down and make that moment.
We're definitely going to get another goal.
Confident.
Raj says Musiala over Gundogan in that team.
Raj, we've told you. Stop commenting. I'm only joking.
Lots of people also saying about Kimmich that he should have been in there. I mean,
Yeah.
guys, it wasn't our team. It was voted for by the fans. Was voted for by the fans. on
Haaland's just
Twitter.
done a lot of that today, just setting players and just getting the box just like that, which is a general play style anyway. But it's prime for a Haaland goal. He's hardly been involved. Haven't really seen much of him. You just know he's going to pop up with a goal.
Of course. I mean, do you think City are going to make any changes?
Well
Shortly?
done, Bernardo. Oh, Bernardo's
Come
done
on,
them both.
come on.
Oh,
he's
Oh.
I was expecting him to fall
Alfonso
over
gets
there,
back.
weren't you?
yeah.
Oh,
he's still got
done
it.
so well.
Oh.
Oh,
Is it
no.
really
Goal
well?
kick. I mean, throw-in, sorry. Oh, they're going mad.
He's had a good season, hasn't he, John Stones?
Oh, he's had an excellent season. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Good player.
Excellent season.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to look ahead to the 26th of April. Laurie, what happens on the 26th of April? You should know.
Well, Arsenal City.
Ding, ding, ding.
We will not lose that game. I'll tell you that now. Arsenal will not lose that game.
All right.
This is the type of confidence he had last
Is that what
week.
the Liverpool one
That
was?
It,
Won,
it
didn't
was
lose.
worse.
Did we
than-
lose?
Yeah. Did
Did
you
we
say that?
lose?
Did
You
you say that? We
didn't.
won't lose.
To Liverpool, I did say
No,
that. But I did say we
He
would
said
win.
they
did
would
you
win.
wouldn't lose?
He said they would
I
win.
would win, yeah.
Serious question, because I
He said it
forgot.
with chest.
I'm not doing this on a cocky one. Serious. Was it 4-1 though? That when we last game? No, was it? Serious. It was 4-1,
3-1.
wasn't it?
At the
3-1.
Emirates, yeah.
3-1.
That was over a year ago, man.
No, it was this season. Are you talking about when you played in this season?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, right.
A few
right,
weeks
right.
ago, that.
Alfonso Davis, what you doing, son?
My brain just can't hold any information.
Ball in.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that was good info.
Yeah.
Decent. Decent info. So, Laurie, you think you can go to City and do you think you can win? Your face is going to say one thing.
I think we're capable of winning,
Yeah.
but I'm backing us to get at least a point in that game. Yeah.
You don't think you'd lose that game?
I don't think we'll lose, no. There's
Okay.
a lot on that game, and I think that we've got enough energy and the way we're playing right now and confidence to come out of that game with a point.
Oh, you might be all right because you're just playing in one competition. So.
Oh, it's a good ball. Haaland, sure he's going to chop back.
What
Does
do you think,
keeps
Kennedy,
it.
about that game?
Nah, I think we've got it. You know.
You're not worried about?
No, it's
about
not.
playing it?
I
why
won't use
didn't
the
you go
word
for that?
worried. I think
Well done.
I'm aware that Arsenal are the biggest rivals and that there's every chance that they can take it. But I just think that we will do it.
Because you've been in this position many times.
Yeah, and I think, whilst, and this is no disrespect to Arsenal because I actually really like them, and as I said, they've been dead exciting to watch. But I think whilst everyone is, saying, oh, but Arsenal at the top, that to me don't mean that you're the best. For me,
Oh, come on now.
there's no
There's
other.
that
No,
old
because
saying,
for
they
me,
don't lie.
There's the
No.
old saying of it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
but for me, there's
That's
no.
how you're the best. Isn't it?
There's no other team playing in multiple competitions at the level that City are playing at. I just don't think that. I just think Arsenal fans just need to chill for 1 sec.
Yeah, no, well, you are out of everything, so you're just focusing on the Premier League. You've thrown the towel in all the other competitions.
We didn't throw the towel in.
You did.
No, we didn't. We didn't throw the towel in. Anything.
You threw the towel in.
We're
Right,
out
lads,
of the
we only have
competitions.
Carabao Cup, you was out first against
Listen,
Brighton, got
we
mashed
don't
up.
have
FA Cup, you went out against flipping City, actually, away.
We
to
don't
be fair.
have anywhere near as big a squad as City do.
I agree, that's true.
So we're actually punching above our weight this season. Yes, we're out of the Europa League now, but yeah, we can fully focus on the league, and I think that might be the difference. I mean, as I said at the top of this show, City, you're involved in the FA Cup still, you've got the Champions League.
But they're used to do every single
They
year when
are,
they win it, that's how they win
but
it.
it's
Multiple.
unlikely that they're going to win all three.
Oh, no. Do you know what? No one's spoken about, and I'm glad
Potential of that.
the treble for Man City this year. It was all about the quadruple last year for Liverpool, which made me sick. No one's really spoken about a treble for Man City. Obviously, Man United could put a stop to one of them because if we beat Brighton, we're going to face, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Man United have to see it as we need to win the next 2 games in the FA Cup, stop City winning that, and we win it. But obviously, Champions League,
And that looked like his
Oh,
groin's
that's a bad
ripped
one.
off, innit?
is he all right?
Please tell me he's all right.
De Bruyne?
I need.
He's
De
not
Bruyne
back
to
on the
be all right.
pitch.
De Groiner.
I like it.
And when I said what I said about Liverpool, I wasn't really disrespecting them. It was just
What did you say about
it was
Liverpool?
I predicted an Arsenal win, but some
Watch the
Liverpool
clip.
fans, namely AGT and people like that, took it personal.
You
But
did-
then he's
you
a
did
very
come in with a lot
sensitive
of
soul.
taste.
Listen, he
Can
does.
you
Him
go
and
and explain
Doyle.
it to me how it actually went down? What
Him
did he
and Doyle
actually...
take
It
things
was-
pursy though.
Yeah. No, to be fair, Doyle was calm.
Yeah, because he could
Doyle's
understand.
just a sweet soul. He's a little angel boy.
No, but I think Doyle.
Well, and AGT's not.
I think that they just got into it before we even
No, I think
started
with Doyle,
the
he
show.
could understand where I was coming from.
What did you say? What was
My
the words
energy
you said?
was, I was saying it with
disrespected
chest
Anfield.
because I was genuinely confident because, you know what I mean, the way we were playing, I described it as form versus history. Yes, they had all the history going into that game. We hadn't won there in so many years, blah, blah, blah. But in terms of form now,
Yeah,
I was well within my rights to predict a win.
agreed.
You know what I mean? And I don't have no regrets in doing that.
Well, they
Agreed.
didn't like it.
Well,
They did not like it.
AGT didn't like it, but he's such a sensitive soul.
Do you know what Doyle said to me? Doyle said, "Oh, something. We can take Gavin a
Corner. Oof,
a
Edison's
year of
flat
bad
to that.
football when we've had 6 of winning everything." Da, 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 da. He's like, "You've never won a Champions League." I thought the audacity, yeah, more front than Blackpool for you to sit here and say to me, "You've never won a Champions League. You're not even in it this year. You're not even in the competition." So
Liverpool?
pipe down,
Who
yeah.
said that?
Just
Doyle.
chill out.
There is a clip of Laurie on AFTV saying the game is done when Arsenal were 2-0 up. Maybe we can roll that.
Oh, I thought I was going to win.
Martinelli, I told people this is his
Martinelli.
game.
Superstar, mate.
This is his game.
What is that? £5 million he cost us?
6, but yeah. Fucking hell, man.
To me, I'm going to say it now, yeah?
Go on.
Game done.
Don't say it. Don't say
I'm saying,
He's claiming it.
clip it if you want.
We don't need to say it.
Clip me if you want.
Hey, Laurie.
No, Liverpool have shown me nothing, man.
Innit?
Nah, my head's
I mean, you did say clip it, so they clicked
Oh, yeah. You deserve that, Laurie. That's, you know,
I
happens.
did. Well, listen, man.
It happens,
I mean,
man.
It's
It's
ebb and
okay.
flow of the
Listen,
game.
before
At
I
that
look what
point-
happened before I went like Liverpool.
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was saying.
it. You was
Do you know what I mean?
you
So
was
I'm
doing
not going to
the
cuss you for
most.
doing that. I've been there.
No, but I genuinely felt that
And you
way
didn't
at the
lose.
time. No, we didn't lose.
You didn't lose.
No, yours was outrageous, Flex. That
Oh,
was
it's the
that,
worst.
that was one of my favourite clips ever.
Yeah.
What was
did you
it?
do?
What, who was it that you said? It was like Cody Gakpo. We didn't want him anyway.
Yeah.
Who would you say was washed?
Probably Salah.
You went Salah. Washed. It was like he did like 4 or 5 names, like just reeled them off.
I was like, Nunes needs too many chances to score. Goal,
But the way
brace.
you said it, it had like full on
that.
Oh,
pizzazz
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
chest
100%.
and
Very
100%.
surprised that Salah missed that pen the other day.
same. No one
Yeah.
was more surprised than me.
Very surprised.
going mental.
But then I have to appreciate that he is fasting as well.
Yeah.
You think that had something to do with it?
Well, I mean, your performance surely isn't going to be...
He still scored in the same
Yeah,
game.
he scored.
No, of course. I'm not saying
It's a
that.
good question.
But I'm saying...
It's a good question.
Surely it would affect your form in some way. I don't know.
I think what
it's
affected it was that
absolutely
he'd missed the
sensational.
previous one he took. So I think the confidence level in terms of taking penalties.
The Muslim players as well, I think they're quite used to it as well, of how to
Oh, of course, yeah.
balance it
How
when
to
they're
balance
playing.
it.
But
But you
yeah,
can't-
hopefully he's not
But you
injured.
can't say that a player that is fasting is having it as easy as someone who
Of
isn't.
course
though.
not.
It's
Yeah,
way harder. Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course not.
Absolutely.
Kevin De Bruyne has
It's a
gone
testament
off.
to them that they still.
100%.
De Bruyne has gone off. Julian Alvarez has come on.
Okay, I'm happy with this.
He hasn't gone down the tunnel.
No.
So
He never
He's
looked
all right.
happy when he was coming off.
Yeah.
No, but I think in the scheme of things, it is really important that we rest Kevin De Bruyne.
We?
We.
He's gone down.
Did I hear a we?
Man
there?
City through and
No,
through.
Change
I've been
allegiance.
City since January.
changed
full on
allegiance.
City. I'm anyone who's playing who's playing against Arsenal. But I've been a
Seriously though, if we,
I've been a
if and
big
when
City
we win
fan.
that title, that's really going to hurt you.
I won't be in here. I've made that very
Really?
clear. Matisse and
Wow.
I will
Oh,
not be
turn.
in here until the season starts again.
Damn.
We are having a long summer off.
Oh my God.
Matisse and I.
There's no one there.
Oh,
No one there. It's-
that's
You'll
going to
be
hurt you as
unbearable.
well, isn't it? Flick?
Say that again?
He wants
That's
you to
going to
win the
hurt
league.
you as well. Isn't it?
No.
He wants you
No?
over City.
I said,
to
yeah,
win.
I want you to win the league over City.
Why?
Oh, fuck's
What, just 'cause
sake.
of
I don't
Criminal.
want City. I don't want City winning 3.
No, but is your rivalry with City any less than it is with Arsenal?
Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Because traditionally we have a real
Yeah.
big
Do
rivalry.
you know what it really is? Like, the City thing, obviously, yeah. I don't know as many City fans as I do Arsenal fans. But when I was thinking about it as,
You know
as a
Kennedy.
Man United fan, I'm like, why do I want to sit there and say I want Man City to win X, Y, Z?
Mane's on.
Nah.
Mane's
I'm really
on.
uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Mane's on
Yeah,
flick.
I
yeah,
could never.
and Mane's on now. So.
Musiala has come off. Mane is on.
I think it was right to take KDB off. I seen him
Whoa.
take a couple of nasty falls there, so...
You didn't seem happy at coming off though.
No, he didn't. Let's see what happens. Mane on the pitch. Is it vintage Liverpool Mane that has so much joy against Man City, or is it a Mane that is in a different
I
system?
tell you
and
what, it
not
would
quite...
not surprise me if he's.
Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, no, Haaland's in. Oh, what a goal! I tell you what, that could be the
Bernardo Silva.
tie.
And do you know what? That is well
It's
deserved.
that
Just
man
like that.
Bernardo Silva
He's been
again.
brilliant all night.
What is
Well
Upamecano doing? What on
Stunning.
earth are you doing in front of
Great
Jack
goal.
Grealish?
Great
Absolutely shocking. Haaland, great ball.
Great ball
Great.
cross.
You, him,
Unselfish.
criminal. Look at him. Look at him.
Listen, and let me just
Awful.
tell you.
See what he's
listen,
done?
Mane set that up. He come on and
bloody hell.
fucked up straight away.
But you know what surprised me about that is Haaland crossing the ball. I was fully expecting him to
Unselfish.
shoot.
Let's have another look at
Yeah.
that.
Look at Upamecano. Look, you got loads of time. Look at this touch here. What are you doing?
Puts himself straight
This is his
into
fault.
Great bit of
trouble.
play by
That's a great
Grealish.
ball by
Great ball
Haaland.
from Haaland.
Great
and
header
there
back
he
across
is.
goal.
You know what?
Lovely.
Credit goes out to Haaland.
Look at
9
Upamecano.
out of 10 strikers would have shot.
Would've
Where are
shot
you
from
going,
there, yeah.
bro? What
Really
are you
poor
doing?
defensively.
I
but
thought he was going to
awful.
shoot from there.
So did I. I'm surprised.
And not
at
only
the
did he cross it, it was a
unselfishness.
lovely weighted ball.
Perfect ball.
Good header.
Tell
Back
you
across
what,
goal.
My fullbacks don't put.
Keeper
do you
should
know what? I
probably do
take
a
it
bit
back.
better.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
thought
say
it was
that.
Mane that,
Especially when you
that
consider some of the
flopped
saves
that
he's made
first. You know what?
tonight.
I thought he was the one that gave it away.
Well done, City.
Stunning.
2-0.
2-0.
Bayern had their little flurry. And as we said, City would just compose himself.
One more. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You can do it.
They're in serious danger of this being 3 and a tie being done now. And I think if you're City,
Think
you
it's
got
done at 3?
yeah. City go there 3-0
If
up.
it's 3-0, yeah.
Absolutely.
But if
Yeah.
Bayern scored, they're back
Do you know
in.
what? I never think anything's done because of those games.
Oh,
Liverpool against
seriously.
Barca and Tottenham against Ajax. I never think any game is ever done.
Yeah, true.
Just in the Champions League more so. Like
Yeah,
I
it
never,
were, yeah.
because I've witnessed it with my own eyes for a team that things like that never happen to.
Never say never.
I just, that was
I think
I
City should
remember
go
that
for
year
blood
when
now.
Tottenham got to the final.
that was
man.
mad.
Oh,
We
God.
should never have been there, but it happened.
Gosh, they were so lucky that year.
Oh, giving it away again. Was that Upamecano again? I think it was.
Yeah, it
They
was.
cast
This
it
might be his
back.
fault.
City.
Oh, he's done him.
Oh,
Can
shit.
they make it 3? Oh,
Upamecano, mate. Wake up.
Here's me blaming
still
Mane.
with City,
Wake up.
and it's gone out for a corner. Let's
swear
have
that was
another
him
look
again.
at that.
Yeah, it was.
What? He's rattled, mate.
Wild.
What is he playing at? Someone's you know when you keep like, come on, man, come on,
Yeah.
you got this.
You need to get your head
You're having
right.
a bad time.
Wake
He's
up.
having a look. Yeah, Pavard's over there. Come on, man, don't worry about it. I mean, you're costing us here. You're killing us, but don't worry.
Yeah, don't
Get back
worry
in the
about it.
game.
Get your head in the game.
Harry Maguire type game, isn't it?
Do you think Harry Maguire will be let go in the summer?
I think so.
Where's
He
James
probably
Maguire?
won't want to go
Tottenham.
though, will he? No, he don't. I want to stay and fight
I
for
tell
my
you
place.
what, I can,
Nah,
so,
I don't
I
think
can
he'll do
so
that.
see something like that happening.
I think he could go Tottenham, you know.
I think you'll do like 70 million plus Maguire. And then we're going to have a defence
Come
of
on.
Eric Dyer and Harry Maguire. And I will at that point.
Dyer and Maguire.
Oh,
There's one more coming, surely. Oh,
oh, fucking hell.
If that's the
straight into
defence
this.
I've got next year, I'm just not.
could
It's-
be. It's weird with Harry Maguire because if you think if he was going to be available, who would like go for him?
Why don't you go back to Leicester?
That's what I mean. If they're even in the
That
league.
wasn't
No,
actually.
Leicester fans won't want him after
Yeah.
the way he
No,
left
of course
there.
not.
West Ham?
I don't think he left in horrible
West Ham?
times.
No, I'm not. No, West Ham.
Got
Good
80
shout.
million from me.
Good shout.
Palace?
Yeah, no, but the thing is with Harry Maguire, we've got to remember is, and I know we can disagree with it, he will see himself in high stock. He's played in, you know,
course.
he's played, oh, what header. He's played in, you know,
Tottenham?
finals, he's played in semi-finals.
I can see him at
Played for Man
Tottenham. I
United.
don't want him at Tottenham, but I can see him at Tottenham. I can't listen. I just need to get rid of Eric Dyer.
It's
Along
a
with
strange one, isn't it, Eric Dyer?
Clever. No.
Year after year, manager after
Because
manager,
they
he
can't
rocks
get rid
up.
of him. Laurie. They can't get rid of him.
No, but manager after manager
I
has
know.
played him though. It's not like they've
Because
banished him
there's
in
no
the reserves.
the other option is Davinson Sanchez.
Gets in the England team.
I don't know how. I saw this thing the other day about Lewis Dunk. How does Lewis Dunk not get into the England team? But Eric Dyer does. And I was like, I totally agree with you. Lewis Dunk is far more competent defender.
But
Far
Eric
more
Dyer don't
competent.
play for England, does he?
He still gets into the team. He's still called up. He still gets called up.
Yeah, he does. He gets called up.
And
all
I
the
can
time.
understand Maguire getting called up because actually, in terms of England,
well for England.
he's always played really well for them. But I can't have that defence. I can't have it.
Remember there was talk earlier in the season that man there might leave in January. Remember?
Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Yeah, even at the end of the season. How would you feel?
I
if
can't
you-
have both the Silvers out my life.
Yeah.
I can't be having that.
Yeah.
You have to bring the other one back.
Get David Silva back from
Gonna
where is
have
he?
to.
Sociedad, I think.
You
Yeah.
have to just swap one like for like. I can't be doing this.
Need him back.
It's 74, almost 75 gone. Can City get another goal?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you. Can City win the Champions League?
yes!
Oh,
Come
my God.
I've got
on!
a question for you, right? And answer this honestly.
Okay.
If it came
Don't
down
lie.
to it,
Don't have.
if it, you know what I'm going to ask
Oh,
you. If
Premier
it came
Champions
down
League.
to it,
Yeah, Champions League. Come on, all day.
yeah, that's what I personally.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I think that we will.
But both,
Oh,
preferably.
played.
Come on.
It's going to give that, any. Oh, he
Yeah.
didn't give it. He didn't give it.
Cross it! Shoot!
Oh, that was
fucking
nearly the
hell.
game over.
Not how-
City
Why did he give
smell blood. They smell blood. They want this tie over. 3-0, mate. Past the pad. Pep knows as well. They need to go and get that goal. They've got 15
100%.
minutes, and I think they will. I think they'll.
Yeah, the way
I
that
think
they're
they'll get
playing
it.
at the minute.
Yeah.
They,
That third goal's coming,
I
man.
mean,
Shark
since
team
Mane's
mentality.
come on, has he even had a touch?
No, I don't think
I don't
he
think
has.
he has.
No.
Where are you going now, Davis? What are you doing?
another corner.
They're just rattled, man.
Another corner.
It's a rear guard action for Bayern.
Okay, so if we think City are gonna knock Bayern out,
Oh, good save.
based on I guess,
Based on what we're seeing
based on
tonight,
what we're seeing
yes.
today, obviously it's two legs.
But
we
I
don't know what
do
can
agree
happen,
with
but
Flex. They need another goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Even with 2-0, though, I'll still back City at Bayern
Yeah.
to be all right.
So with who's left in the Champions League,
Oh!
what final do you think there's going to be?
Oh, fucking hell.
I think
City, Real
whoever
Madrid.
wins this has to play the winner of.
Is it the Napoli?
No, they have to play. There you go, Haaland goal.
Yes.
Oh!
There we go.
Yes!
Of course.
3-0.
Simple
Manchester
things.
City.
You just knew. You
Are
just
you
knew.
sure you think you're going to go there and get it right? Just asking.
Listen, Laurie, they're dusting down Bayern like they're nothing.
Yeah, I've got to admit, it's very
It's peak,
impressive.
mate.
Listen,
But
you see this? With the one leg cross.
Yeah, there we go.
Can't
That's
do
your
both.
signature.
Okay.
One leg.
But
cross.
as they say in boxing,
it.
whenever like somebody gets a knockout and they look good against that person, and then they ask the other fighter, they say, "Yeah, but are you not worried that he's been knocked?" They say, "You know what they always say? But that guy ain't me," and that's what I'm saying to you. We, you know what I mean?
I just,
We ain't
you know,
buying.
Let's see.
It's not offside, is he? Don't think
Good
so.
beat. Said respect to Spurs. They're the only team that know how to beat Manchester City, which is actually true.
John Stone's done well there.
Which
I
is
must
so
admit,
true.
Listen,
Bayern
Haaland
had a
got there
good start
fast,
to the
well
second
done.
half. What happened?
Couldn't score in that moment.
Couldn't
City just
score.
composed
No,
themselves.
but they've imploded since then, haven't they?
I think it's again just two defensive errors.
I could see City scoring again.
Yes, this could be 4. This could be 4 or 5.
Kennedy, you could be right.
Absolutely
No, I
battered
could be
them.
right. Well, it was that's
No, because Bayern ain't scoring 2. They ain't scoring 2, mate.
Could be 4-0,
which is
yeah.
an absolutely dream night, isn't it?
Bayern got moved to, mate.
They did.
Moved to.
It's a bit embarrassing for Tuchel now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. To get done like this, mate, that completely done out. And like I said,
Does
look,
he not get away with it, though, with it being
77th
quite a
minute.
new thing?
yeah, he will.
What?
Because
Like,
he's
you can't
gone
really
there.
be too harsh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I bet Nagelsmann's having a little smile. Oh, look.
Oh.
Bayern
Good
are in.
Oh, shit, the best.
They're in. Shoot. Oh, great
John
tackle. Is that
Stones.
John Stones?
Fabulous.
Brilliant.
No, Diaz. Again.
He's been exceptional.
Man of the match.
all
He has
night,
been so
Ruben
good.
Diaz.
Look at this
Look
counter
at that
attack
acres of
again.
space. Off you go.
Grealish.
Come on.
Off you go,
He's going to
Jack.
cut in on his right foot.
Oh.
Yeah, always looks for the pass, and he's not selfish.
Yeah. But that's because he's not got much of a left foot, though, has he?
No, but he just also the way Pep plays. Like he know, remember in that first season when I remember him doing an interview on the pitch, and he was like, "I'm just so scared to give the ball away here." Like 'cause Pep's like different level, like the demands that he has on you, and he was because Jack, you know what Jack Grealish is like in interviews. He's very honest. He's quite a good talker.
I like him. You know,
Yeah,
I must
he's
admit.
down to
Yeah.
earth. So he was like, "Listen, man, it's a different level here.
Yeah.
You guys, when I'm in training, I'm seeing like De Bruyne and
Yeah.
Rodri." He said it. He said it's just different
He's
here.
like a
so
proper little kid, isn't
yeah,
he? Like,
yeah.
I must
But
admit,
now
I
he's
do-
playing like he's not like
Yeah,
that.
he's
He's
playing
playing
like
like
a
he
grown-up,
believes
yeah.
That he belongs.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The 4th goal's coming. It's a Kanji now. Can he find Hart? Oh.
Remember when he gave that interview and he said, "Yeah, Arsenal were the better team as far as I was concerned."
Yeah. He's a
He's
very
got that
down to earth
honesty
lad.
that.
What do we think about Calvin Phillips? Because obviously that was a
Oh,
fairly
sell.
Calvin who?
Calvin Phillips.
Sell,
but
bro.
is this another one that could potentially grow into Man City? No.
Nah.
No,
What was the point of him then?
Yeah, obviously he thought he
Just
could.
ruining Leeds for no reason.
It's a strange
Good.
one because I do actually rate him as a player.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
he
don't
headed that on for
know.
himself.
Why hasn't he been given the chance then?
It's not good enough.
He got
Rodri's
injured
Why?
as well
so
for
good.
ages, and then
Yeah.
he came back from the World Cup.
That
Pep
was
said he was overweight, and he just hasn't been.
Yeah,
in
that
it.
was poor.
And they've got flipping Gunder and Rodri,
Rodri.
Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne.
So are
in
you all
midfield.
collectively writing off?
Can't play in
Calvin
front of the big
Phillips?
man.
I'm saying I sell him.
You writing him off?
Absolutely.
You're right.
At City, at City, not as a player in his whole
no,
career.
yeah, but at
even
City-
though
City,
from
he's not
what
good
we
enough.
saw from Jack Grealish, I know it wasn't the same level as Phillips.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's-
oh,
It's not-
Cancelo is coming on.
Oh, shit,
He
then.
is. They're going to boo him. I reckon. I bet they're going to boo him.
Nah,
Don't you think?
surely not.
Nabry is
Do you think
off.
he'd get booed?
Muller is
Nah.
on. How old is Muller now? I feel like I've been watching
Probably
him since
about
I was
37.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been watching him since
I was
like
about to say
5.
something similar.
And the amazing thing about Muller is that he still looks exactly like that.
Exactly the same.
He has
That's
not
a-
changed one
No,
bit, has he?
He looked the same age when I was
Yeah.
like 5 watching him, however
Yeah.
old I was.
100%.
João Cancelo is on
Didn't he win the World
pitch.
Cup in like 2010 or something? Like that?
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah.
And now
Mad.
look, here we are. He's still playing.
Absolutely mad.
Phenomenal.
Greg Livingston said, "I'm a City fan. I want 4 now. Come on,
Same,
City."
bro.
Yeah.
There's a chat here from South London's finest to you and me, Flex, who said, "Abby and Flex, did you see the clip of your debut presenting on the channel? And also, what's been your stand-up moment working on DR
Did I
that's
see
a
the
nice
clip of the debut? What clip?
of when we were first on DR?"
What, there's a clip?
I
Or-
I
Oh, okay.
don't know.
Potential
Have we ever-
Potential
in the other
penalty
game,
review.
then.
Oh, it's Michael Oliver. There's a potential penalty. We'll answer that in a second.
Yeah.
Potential penalty here. I don't know who it's to yet. Michael Oliver's gone over to the screen, which
I
usually
mean,
means
English
it's going to be a
English
penalty.
referees have been under serious
Exactly.
scrutiny,
He'll probably still look
so-
at the screen and go, don't know. Yeah, not a pen.
You tell me.
And then send him an apology tomorrow.
Yeah, they are under serious scrutiny.
Yeah,
English
UEFA
referees.
can't even find the footage. He's waiting for it. He's like, where's the video, mate? Michael Oliver's
Do you know
waiting
what
at the
they're
screen.
doing? Correction.
Correct.
I've got to say as
Correction.
well. Black
Oh,
Bright-
well, it was a penalty and Lukaku scored it as 2-0.
Okay, we're a little bit slow
We're a
here.
little bit behind on that one.
Well, we'll let you know if it was a penalty or not. If we think it was, in our opinion. Here it is. We've got the footage.
Was he a goat for United? Lukaku?
Yeah, it's handball. Hit his left hand.
Yeah. That's all- yeah.
Yeah, that's handball.
Bit of a dodge angle that.
Yeah,
Can we
it
see
was,
it front
yeah.
way? Can we see it front on? Not. Yeah. Let's look at it from that angle. That's. To be fair.
Well done,
That was a
Ake.
very dodgy
This game
angle.
is stretched now. Jack Grealish 1-on-1 with Upamecano. Sure, he's going to roast him. Goes with a pass instead. He's got to give one more, surely. Or goes for the shot. Julian Alvarez.
That would have been
jeez.
stunning.
I was going to say he's another, and that's another reason why
Wicked player.
I'm not writing off Calvin Phillips, because I remember when Nathan Ake rocked up at City, a lot of people said
Yeah,
he
it was
wouldn't make it.
Oh,
Yeah, but they've said that about most. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Said it about Gundogan, said it about Mahrez. They've said it about a lot of players, but
Ake was seen as that player that was at Bournemouth. Yeah, he's coming back to
But-
City.
I just don't
He's
think
done well.
Calvin
Done really
Phillips
well.
is in the same bracket as any of them. I really don't.
I think Ake's also grown into it as well. He was there for a
Yes.
couple of seasons, didn't do much. This is
Yeah.
why I say don't write off Calvin
Yeah,
Phillips.
I'm
Yeah.
with you on
Because
that.
you don't,
Yeah.
you don't know.
I'm with you on
Listen,
that.
I could be wrong, but I just
look at that. It's poor.
and that overweight thing done it for
You
me
can't
as
get
well.
near
It's
him.
like, come on now,
That
this is
was
your job.
unprofessional. That's
How much are you getting
unprofessional.
paid?
I know, but sometimes you're hungry, you know.
Listen, if you was paying me this much, I'll be that thin.
That was unprofessional.
I'll be
For the
nil by
manager to call
mouth.
you out on that, because you know what that suggests to me? That means he's been spoken to before.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
Pep
to say
to
it in
go out
public as well.
publicly-
Yeah.
I wonder what he was eating. Everything.
Chips, cheese, and gravy, probs. He's a northerner lad.
I think with
Nice
some of
though.
these players, right, once they're out the first team, they probably take their eye off the ball a little bit. He's probably thinking, am I ever
I
going to
think
get
you'd all
back
have a
in?
nutritionist or something like that. If I was a
should do.
footballer.
Yeah, 100%. Your club's got one. Come on, there's just not any
Yeah.
excuses for this.
Nutritionist, or but you can
I
afford
do
a
agree,
personal
there's no
chef. I don't have a
excuse.
chef. Why not?
There's no excuse. You
Hope
should
he
You
doesn't
can
not
at
be-
least have them boxes that get prepped and sent
Yeah,
to your
Lions
house.
prep. Get Lions prep sent to you.
Is he in? No, keeper's there. Or no. Wait.
defending.
Well done, John Stones.
Still
mate.
really good defending from
Yeah.
City.
Is he injured?
Light work. No, I
Saying
can't deal
hold
with
on.
having no injuries,
Got
please.
winded.
Is he injured?
Come on, John.
You can't afford to lose him at this stage.
No.
He's been excellent for City. Yes.
Are you just having a breather?
What happened? I think he got
Is it his
winded.
knee?
Saw that
Oh,
Curry
it was
got
his
a
knee,
rice has been eating.
Yeah, him and Ramsdale.
John Stones.
He's Sterling's boy, isn't it?
Jamaican.
Yardman.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Yardman, man. We're claiming him. And if
seems
you've ever
like a
seen that clip,
He
you
claimed
know
it.
what I'm talking
Stones?
about. Yeah. Man's got a better Jamaican
I've
accent
seen
than me and
it.
Flick.
Yeah.
I've never seen that
Speaking
clip.
of you,
That's
then you.
Sterling's party.
Hey, you're family,
Oh,
man.
I've
Come
never
on.
seen
We're from the same part.
No, he seems to be okay. He seems to be walking it off.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm happy to take
He said,
him
just
off.
give me a moment. That was more of a breather. isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, hang on.
I'm
He
happy.
said, wall on.
I'm
wall on."
happy
Wall on.
to rest up. What did you say?
Seriously, if you've not seen that clip of John Stones
watch
chatting
it.
Jamaican,
Oh,
you've
it's
got to watch
wicked.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
it's
classic.
changing room with Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flex, you've got a European trip this week, haven't you?
What's going on? Not. Well, not. No, that's next week.
Next week.
Yeah, but we're at home on Thursday. But it's still a trip because all Man United fans from London, so I've got to get to Manchester.
True.
so-
Oh, good
There you
lads.
go, there you
Glad
go.
you
The
know
worst
that.
thing about us going out of the Europa League is that I was envisioning that final. Us smoking you in the final.
Bottled it. So don't
You're
talk,
lucky that
don't
we're
come
up.
with that now. Oh, I thought I was going to smoke you. Mate, you got out to
No,
the
I
penalties.
envisioned us smoking you in the final.
Why?
Because I just did.
You envisage a lot of things. You envisage a lot of things that don't happen, don't you? I mean, Arsenal in Europe don't go.
Unfortunately.
Does that annoy you?
there
Actually,
was
you're
some-
onto Kennedy and Man City fans saying you've never won the Champions League. In general, as an Arsenal fan, just off the topic of Premier League, anything, just in general, does it annoy you that Arsenal don't have any European
It doesn't
pedigree?
annoy me, it's disappointing, but we are a team in transition.
Hmm.
So, you know.
No, but I mean ever, like even in your...
Oh my goodness.
they've just kicked it out.
They've kicked it out for absolutely.
Upamecano again?
By
Yeah, good
the
lad.
way,
He's
our-
dropped
No, but
a
you
2
gotta
out of
look
10.
at it like
But
this.
yeah, even when you had your heyday, when you had the Invincibles, when you had
As
Henri, when you had the
Del
best
Timer as
players, you didn't win.
Our timer is slow, by the way. It hasn't yet updated, so it is 85 minutes on the clock, not 76. Where it's 76 and 3 seconds it's been held at. But
I think
Yeah,
it's fair to
it's
say that
85.
Upamecano will not be getting any man of the match
No,
award.
terrible.
No, he's
no,
been
he's
Absolutely terrible.
poor game. Poor game.
Come on.
Oh, what a
That's actually
save.
good
I tell you
save.
what, he's made some decent
Really
saves
good
tonight.
save.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, Jan
Really,
Sommer, if
really
it's not
good.
for him, mate, you're looking at 6-0.
Yeah.
Easy.
Serious?
Yeah.
He has
Brilliant.
been amazing.
There's been a lot of
Rodri.
people asking if we're covering the Madrid game tomorrow. We are covering the Madrid game.
Yes.
I don't know who's hosting, but you will be able to find it live here at 7:30.
You can't believe
And they will take you through the evening. And DR from Mr. says, can you talk about the possibility of City winning nothing this year? What would that mean
He's
to
pulling
them?
my shirt. He's pulling
I
me.
mean, that would just be life, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be,
What was that, sorry?
Can you talk about the possibility of City not winning anything this year? What does that mean?
We're a
for
team.
them?
We're a team in transition.
Got to adapt to
use
Haaland.
that.
You're adapting to Haaland.
We're
yeah?
adapting to Haaland.
You
know
cannot
what I
use
mean?
that.
We're going under investigation. There's a lot going on, guys.
Going through a legal case.
There's a lot going on, you know.
Financial doping.
We caught a case, you know, there's just things going on.
No, but you say that, right? But it's highly likely that if you are found to have
Then we're
committed,
done.
I mean, how many counts were there?
100.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying that. It was like 100.
Yeah, so let's be honest. If you get found guilty on X amount of counts, you could be docked points.
Well,
at the
listen,
start
let's
of
be
next
really
season.
honest.
A little bit of
Arteta's coming down
argy-bargy here. Jack Grealish is not happy.
Arteta's coming down with
Pavard's
us.
cleaned him out. Oh, he's kicked through him as well. Good Pep. Oh, no.
Grealish loves a good dive, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, that one wasn't there.
No.
I think for City, if it was
Tom
they were to
Daly.
end trophyless, that was a question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It would be failure for them because, you know, when's the last time they've done that? When's the last time they've won nothing in a league in a season?
2017, 18?
When you got the
I
four
reckon-
Carabao Cups back to back, that was 4 years straight, and that was not last year from back then. I can't even remember, but City haven't gone trophyless for a long
All
time.
right, they're in
Yeah.
again.
So that would be a failure by their admission, but it wouldn't mean they'd go again next
Just
year. innit?
exactly, yeah.
But that would be poor for them.
I reckon you will win the Champions League, maybe the
I
FA
can see a
Cup.
fourth coming here, man.
Oh. You don't see them winning the Premier League at all.
don't.
Who?
He's
Laurie does
manifesting,
it.
he's
You don't
manifesting.
see Man City?
Winning the Premier League.
Oh yeah, you think Arsenal's going to win it? That's right.
Yeah.
He's got his crystal bracelets and that on manifesting it,
What
aren't
do you
you?
think?
Me?
Yeah.
About the league?
What do you think about what do you think City will end up with this season?
Oh,
The treble, they already said it.
I did not say that, and I will not say that. Yeah, it's an interesting one because I think they'll definitely win something.
Champions League.
I'm not going to say FA Cup because we're in that. So not.
I actually
not that.
don't think we'd win the FA Cup. I've got a feeling.
Really.
Yeah, I don't even know why. 'Cause
City
I know
Man
it's,
United final.
I know it's not a hard run, but I've just got a
Oh,
feeling.
that's a tough game, man. City at Wembley, Jesus.
That would be,
Epic.
oh my lord.
Well, you'll definitely
I
get
hope
past
it
Sheffield
is
United.
that.
I don't know if we'll definitely get past Brighton. So,
Yeah.
Listen,
but it
that
would be
would be-
amazing. It would be an amazing final. I think City will. I don't think they'll win the Champions League though, and I've got Arsenal
Don't
down as
say
favourites.
that. Don't say
Not
that.
favourites, but I think Arsenal are going to win the league. So that's. I do.
So
think,
you're saying that
I
you don't
do
think they're going to have
City are going to win nothing.
You are an absolute
You
snake.
don't mean that.
And if we do
can
win,
see you don't mean
The FA Cup
You
one
don't
is the
mean
one
that.
that's thing.
if Arsenal do
I
win
do-
the
I do
Premier
mean it. I
League,
do mean it.
will
You don't.
you
You
look
don't.
back at the moment that you selling us Jesus and then Sinchenko? Do you think they would have been pivotal moments?
I think that was a pivotal moment.
I mean, yeah, I think that was a crucial thing, but equally,
Are you pissed off about that?
Yes.
I was at first.
I'm just answering for you.
Yeah, I was at first, but like I said, change is good. I just don't. It still devastates me when I see Jesus in a shirt that's not a City one because it feels weird. I just
I
think,
must
what's
admit,
he
he's
doing?
been phenomenal for us.
He's been incredible, but he's better for you than he was for us because he was getting benched all the time. So I think it was good for
I
him.
think Pep took his eye off the ball there, though, because he obviously sold us those players thinking that, yeah, Arsenal, chat.
Yeah,
You reckon?
exactly.
Do you reckon he's
of
thought, oh,
course.
they
What,
don't
do you
do
think
that
he
to
would
me?
have sold us them if he thought...
But he knows they're
we were
wicked
genu-
players. He knows they're very.
No,
Listen,
but
Pep's
if
no
you'd have
mug.
thought that
Pep
we
knows
were
that they're good players. They
Yeah,
won
but what I'm
titles with them
saying
players.
is, would he have sold them to Liverpool?
Oh right, okay, he probably
In
thought
terms of
Arsenal,
the
yeah,
titles,
I
yeah,
don't think he
yeah.
thought that Arsenal
He
were
looked
gonna
down
win.
on us and thought,
I
yeah...
think-
No, I
definitely.
think Pep does what he said in the interview, which he says if players want to leave,
No, but
no problem.
who
No
do you
problem.
sell them
I'm
to,
not going
though?
to stop you. In fact, I respect you. You've won a lot with me. You're not City legends, but you've done well.
Let's see if we can go head to head type of
Yeah,
thing.
like I just don't think he thinks that deep. I just think he thinks what he says. If you're not with me, you're against me.
Yeah.
I
See
would
you later.
say that there is an element that I don't think.
He didn't think we were
I
going
don't
to be
think anybody
title
could have,
fights.
in their wildest dreams,
Yeah,
foresaw.
no one.
All right then. But here's a
Yeah,
question for you.
because he was so bad.
Do you think Pep would have blocked a move for them to go to there because that's
No,
who wanted
I don't-
them
I don't
and
think
let them
that.
stay at City unhappy? You think he does? Do you
No,
think
I
do you
don't
think Pep
think
tolerates
he-
players unhappy?
No, but I don't think they're
I think
mutual.
he sold
I
them
don't
because
think
he
you could have
didn't
one
want-
without the other,
I don't
though.
think he wanted them there anymore. I think he was happy to let them go. But I don't think he foresaw that Arsenal would
gonna be this good.
No, nobody
as good as
foresaw
they've
that.
been.
Yeah, I'll admit he wouldn't have foreseen that. But I don't think he's extra bit. I don't think Pep's
It's
the sort of
like-
manager to go, oh man, they're so good because I've gave him. I can't believe
No,
I've done
but
that.
it's a piece of the puzzle. It's been a very important piece in terms of mentality and also
I agree
players.
with Abbi on
But
that.
I'm saying it's like if City were to sell us two players, they wouldn't think, oh, well, Tottenham are going to be
Tottenham are
challenging
Yeah.
us for the title next year. It's just so happened.
Because let's
that
be honest,
it's all
nobody
gelled
saw this.
so well.
There's I can think of one Arsenal fan that I spoke to, I think it's Belgium. Shout out to Belgium if you're watching. He's the only one. Seriously, you know what makes me laugh? There's been a lot of Arsenal fans. Yeah, man. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you did not.
To be
Listen,
fair,
we're
it's
all
a very
happy.
Belgium thing to say that as
We're all
well.
happy as Larry now. Everyone's, yeah.
Very Belgium thing to
No
say.
one saw this, bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
No one.
Our main focus was Champions League
Yeah.
football. This
Yeah,
has
just
come
get
out
in
of
the top four,
nowhere.
yeah.
And that's why even if we don't win the Champions League, I'm going to be disappointed, but I won't be gutted.
Mane 1-on-1 with Stones, but he's
Can they
getting
put a
held up.
goal
No, he's not
back?
1-on-1 with him now.
Liverpool are apparently not interested in getting Jude Bellingham. They are apparently
What?
going to be channeling their resources elswhere. I reckon.
Well, that's interesting because every single Liverpool fan will tell you
That
that
he's
Jude
going
Bellingham is
there.
their player.
Well, they
Who
won't.
said that?
They
Who
won't
said
like
that?
the Athletic.
Oh, the
They
Athletic
won't
said
like
that.
that article from the Athletic.
They'll
then.
look at that and they say the Athletic are lying.
Well,
Jude Zars, he was in Nando's with Trent. Oh yeah.
Abbi loved that
well,
one.
he's this,
he
he's
went
that.
to see Chris Brown.
Yeah,
with
do you know what I mean?
Trent.
Ask AGT, he'll tell you all the. Bro, did you see the way they celebrated? Oh.
Well, you can also say
Game done, but is the tie done?
Tie over.
it's the tie over. It is 3-0
Man City are in the
Manchester
semi-final.
City.
I don't think it is over.
It's over, mate.
No, I think that we're
Listen,
definitely
we know
gonna
what
see an
football's
interesting
like.
one.
If you go to Bayern next week and you concede within the first 5-10 minutes, it's on.
Yeah.
I just don't think they will.
The way
No,
that
nor do
Manchester
I,
City have
but it's
defended-
So you
No,
don't
but you
think
know
it
what I'm
either?
saying?
Yeah, it's never over till it's over, but.
the way that they've defended has been
We know that
brilliant
that
for Manchester
Bayern,
City.
the alliance place, that can be a cauldron, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they get an early goal and it's on. But you'd have to make City firm favourites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, it has been a great night. Kennedy, everything you wanted, just minus the fourth goal.
Minus the fourth goal, yeah. Honestly, very, very happy with that. And very happy to see how well they did do defensively because it's not always the way for City. So, yeah, 10 out of 10, Zal. I've had a great time. TripAdvisor review. Yeah.
You can give us a good review.
Yeah.
Flex, everything you hoped and dreamed it would be?
No, steady on. I did
You
want to be
said you wanted-
entertained.
right.
And
You
I
did
was
wanna be
entertained, so
entertained.
I'll tick that box. But
Okay.
obviously, like I said, from that first goal, I quickly went because of how good the first. I went a bit. Yeah, I know I want to be entertained, but I don't want to see all this. But fair play to City. Easy, light
Easy
work.
night.
I think it's actually from the Arsenal point of view. You see what I'm saying? Where you're like, and this is what we're talking
You
about.
came here to do some research. You've done your research.
And from an Arsenal point of view, if you're coming to say, want them to carry on in this, go deep into it, all this does is make City more confident.
Yeah.
Poor old Leicester got to go there on the weekend now. When City are in this kind of mood.
Shall I tell you the truth? I'm not unhappy or.
Yeah, you just got to just take it as what it is.
Because
You just
we
got to play
know-
your
we
games.
know what City are
and you know
about.
what you got to do to win
They're
the
a
league.
formidable
There's no
outfit.
hope City go out.
Yeah,
They play
it's
more
past
games. They're
that.
tired.
It's
Forget
past
that.
that. It's
This
past
is
that.
a multifunctional team that is built for purpose.
But once
Absolutely.
City get in that rhythm,
I've got
and
to
they go on
admit,
the rhythm.
I must
And they
admit-
go on the rhythm in all competitions.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
they
I must
get
admit
on.
now, what is this? 2 4s and an hour 3? It's 11
Yeah.
goals in their last 3 games. I mean, they're looking phenomenal right now. But, as I said before, Bayern ain't us.
Well,
we
we'll
will
see.
present different problems to City.
We don't have too long to wait. It's only around 2 weeks away.
wait.
You can't wait.
I'm nervous.
You can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm going to have my City shirt on.
Hey!
Let me tell you something. If you win this league, I will come to Manchester with you. I will be at that parade.
Will ya?
I will honestly
You come
be
and
at
have
that
some
parade.
chips and gravy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
I
be there with you.
love that.
It will be the biggest.
Wow.
It will be the best moment.
What happened to the old North versus South thing, man?
No,
I
no,
love
no,
City.
no,
They-
no,
They've
no.
only been made for about 10 years. They don't mean no harm to me, and we always beat them, so it's fine.
Oh, look how happy she got John Stone's shirt.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
pie.
I do love when kids get their heroes shirt. Like, look
That's
at us.
so
It's
nice.
made a whole. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, look.
Yeah.
She's going to get robbed
Oh,
for
who's
it.
gonna get Haaland's?
Haaland's.
Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? They're
Let's
gonna
have a
be
look
gassed.
for
Make
it.
sure it's a
Cousins
kid. Make sure
in.
it's a kid, man.
Give it to a kid. No.
Oh.
Oh, you don't deserve it. Give it to a
There's
kid.
behind.
Give it to that little kid behind you, man. You
He's
disgrace.
about 60.
At least they weren't fighting. I mean, I've seen
No.
some
Yeah.
fans
You should have
fighting.
seen
for
it, Chris
shirts,
Brown. He threw
Some
a top
grown
into it,
man.
and you should have seen.
Pathetic.
They, it was like a whole
Grown man
whole
fighting for his
Absolutely
jacket. Have
pathetic.
pride, please, because it's free.
Anyway, that is everything this evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Flex.
It's been a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Kennedy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow night for the Real Madrid-Chelsea game. That should definitely be an interesting one to watch. And of course, we will see you on Monday for Premier League review. Take care.
See you later.